Wrapping up week 11. The Monday night showdown between the 5 and 4 49ers and the 4 and 6 Arizona Cardinals in Mexico City. Um, One thing's for sure about Mexicans and soccer, they're super hyped. And ESPN Deportes had this guy, John Sutcliffe, and that guy was pretty hyped on this little pregame thing that he just did. There's a commercial. I think it's a Geico commercial where it's like, uh, it's like a game of chess between these pros, and like this Mexican announcer is calling the game, and he's just making it like super exciting, even though it's just chess, and they're just like staring at the board. But Germans, Londonites, I don't know how to call them. Mexicans, it doesn't matter where you take football, they're gonna enjoy the NFL. That's for sure. But looks like Arizona has received the ball, and I missed a few plays. Colt McCoy's 1 for 2. Uh, Completion to Hopkins. Rondale Moore, negative 6 yard run, and it looks like they're punting the ball. Connor was the intended receiver on the incompletion, so the returner gets the ball, nearly gets tripped up almost to the 40-yard line. They're going to have good field position. Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo. His name is Jimmy Garoppolo. Abby, what? Wanna play? She was throwing her toy at me. I think she wants to play. Abby wants to play. Go get it! Alright. San Francisco. Single back formation. The fullback moves into the slot into the right side. It's a handoff to McCaffrey. Gain of 2 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 8. 13 and a half to go. Oh, there's something in my eye. And well, this time shotgun. Jimmy throws short to Kittle. And Kittle takes a hit by Buda Baker. That, I don't know if he caught the ball and it was dislodged by the hit, but it's an incompletion. He was well covered on that play. No, he did not catch it. He did not catch it. Then he took a nice hit to the face, right in the kisser. So shotgun again. Slot man to the left. Garoppolo gets some pressure, and the receiver Jennings gets tripped up, but no flag. It's going to be a 4th down. They're going to punt. 2 consecutive punts to start this game, completely different from last night's game. Yeah. He incidentally ran right behind. Oh no, he tripped himself. He tripped himself. And then he was complaining about he wanted the flag. He's like, "Oh, let me trip myself." All right, so San Francisco punts it away. Clean protection on the punt. Oh, and it bounces. A man saves the ball before going into the end zone, and they're gonna down it. Oh no! Now they're calling a touchback. I thought he downed it at the 1. Apparently, maybe he touched the line. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, he touched the line. So I have a question. If you take a kickoff and the ball is out of the end zone, but you're touching the goal line, does that count as a touchback? Why does it count as a touchback on a punt, but not on a kickoff. So many conflicting rules in the NFL. Don't understand. But that's it. McCaffrey has 2 yards. Hopkins has 6. Moore has -6. And this is a sloppy game so far. Offenses can't seem to get anything done. Looks like the defenses are playing a little bit better. Oh, Tebow's on a commercial. I wonder. I think it might be one of the Heisman commercials. That's kind of funny. Abby, come here. Come on. Come on. Jump. Jump. Come on. There you go. Abby wanted to make an appearance. Look, Abby. Say hi to everybody, Abby. 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 Poo poo. Poop, Abby. But Rob and I are playing each other this week, and I am losing big time. I don't think there's any way I could come back unless McCaffrey goes off, which I doubt it. Because it seems like Shanahan wants to use Elijah Mitchell and McCaffrey pretty evenly. So Colt McCoy's under center. It looks like a single back formation. Hand off to Connor, and he's gonna lose 2. Well, they're only gonna give him a -1, even though he lost 2. But San Francisco's very hard to run on. They're fast, they're good, and they're getting healthy. So McCoy's in shotgun. That's AJ Green in motion to the right. The man in the slot on the left. Oh, McCoy gets hit low, but he completes a pass to McBride, the rookie, who's taking over for Zach Ertz, who's on the IR. McBride, if you're in a dynasty league, and if McBride was available, you probably should have picked him up. Probably going to be a contributor from here on out. His only competition is Steven Anderson, and he's a former Texan. And he's okay. Nothing special. So McCoy is shotgun. Oh, pass to Hopkins. He takes a nice hit. Falls forward for the first down. The two guys are barking at each other. So that's a first down. Hopkins now has 2 catches, 23 yards. A very good throw. I think they were playing the zone. So McBride in motion into the backfield. It's a handoff to Connor. This time he gains positive yardage, maybe only 1 or 2. So Rondale Moore goes in motion into the backfield. Back out to the left. Hopkins again with another catch on the sideline. Wow. Wow. That was excellent throw, excellent route. excellent catch on the sideline. It doesn't matter. It's kind of weird how Arizona is. I mean, at least when you're talking about the eye test, it looks like Arizona's better with Colt McCoy in there than Kyler Murray. I know Kyler Murray has the rushing ability, but Colt McCoy is that veteran that's literally made a career. I mean, he's what, 36? He's made a career being probably the best backup in the entire league. So another handoff to Connor. He picks up the first down. Arizona just recently cut Eno Benjamin. That means Connor's probably going to be the bell cow. And so 9 minutes to go. Colt McCoy's 5 for 6, 54 yards. I don't think Murray's done that this year. If he has, doesn't seem like it. But anyway, the backup gets a carry. That's Keontae Ingram, gain of 4. Second and 6, 8.5 to go. Arizona very close to the red zone at the 22-yard line. They are in shotgun formation with a man in the slot on the right and 2 tight ends on the left. The low snap, Colt McCoy throws into the end zone. That was to Steven Anderson. That's the guy that I was talking about. He was double covered. I think Colt McCoy felt the pressure, so he just kind of threw that one out of bounds. It wasn't a perfect throw, but Anderson had a chance to catch that. It went through his hands. I think there's an injury timeout. Oh yeah, Joe Buck just said that Ward is probably trying to catch his breath because of the high altitude. It's true. They're in the mountains up there in Mexico City. He's tired. I remember I went to. I don't even know where I went. It wasn't even that high up. I went skiing, and I felt it. And the elevation wasn't even that high where I was. And I was like, whoa. I was like, this is rough. But for some reason, it just affects some people more than others. Like especially if you have like lung issues, asthma, or there's certain things that can affect you more. But it's 3rd and 6, and he's coming off the field now. He's okay. Just needed to catch his breath. So Arizona's coming out of the huddle. Temperature is 60 degrees over there. That's crazy. Elevation is 7,280 feet. I think where I was, it was only 2,000 or 3,000. So it looks like power shotgun formation. Another pass into the sideline to Hopkins. This one was nowhere near Hopkins. And Hopkins is saying it was pass interference. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, they were both touching each other, so I don't know if that was a flag either way. I think you let them play on that one. It's 4th and 6. That means it's going to be a field goal attempt, right? Field goal attempt. Matt Prater. He's 8 for 8 this season. This is a 40-yard attempt. And it is good. We have our first points of the evening. 3-0 with 8 minutes to go. Colt McCoy's 5 for 8, 54 yards. Hopkins 3 for 40. Good lord. Hopkins is at the end of the season. Hopkins is gonna have like a full statistical, it's as if he played the full year. He's been doing so well. I think he's averaging like 20 fantasy points a game. Let me see. So he's had 20.3, 33.9, 13.6, 19.8, and in 7 minutes he's had 7 points. So Hopkins is paying off for you if you have him in fantasy. If you held on to him, or if you I drafted him in the money league, but I took him in like the 12th round, I think, or 14th round, and I was willing to hold on to him. I didn't want to risk someone adding him later in the year, but he he's always been a top receiver. I think there was only 1 year where he wasn't a top receiver. That's the year with the Texans when Brock Osweiler was the quarterback. He refused to throw downfield because he was so scared. He just he just checked down the whole season, literally the whole season. So I don't think Hopkins hit 1,000 yards that year. But outside of that year, he's always been good. Even his rookie year, he almost hit 1,000 yards. I think he had 980, somewhere around there. But Kyler Murray, I don't know if anybody watches Hard Knocks, but Kyler Murray, while they were showing like footage from the game, he was like, "Oh, I tweaked my hammy like during the game," and so I was like, "Oh," I was like, "He's probably not gonna play now." And sure enough, two games in a row where he's just not capable of playing, and Colt McCoy's getting these starts, and I think they said he was 3-1 as a starter for Arizona in these last few seasons he's been there. So I don't know. It's crazy to say it, but I think maybe McCoy is is a better quarterback for this team. It just seems like they play better. And like with Kyler Murray, it's like it's all expectations. It's all like upside and potential, but I feel like I feel like his rushing ability is what keeps him there. And I don't know. Would I be happy if the Texans had Kyler Murray? Absolutely, because he's better than Mills, but is he a truly elite quarterback passing wise? I don't know. He has lots of weapons. He's always had weapons. I don't know. It's kind of weird why they don't win or why they don't succeed. But Garoppolo and shotgun on first down, pass to McCaffrey. Impressive. So now McCaffrey has 2 receptions, 16 yards. So shotgun formation. Debo's coming into the backfield. He throws again to McCaffrey underneath. McCaffrey gets about 5. That's gonna be 2nd and 5. Where were all these catches last week? I just needed one catch last week and I would have won. Because I lost by like less than 2. I needed one catch from McCaffrey. And McCaffrey in the shotgun takes a handoff right up the gut, dances around a little bit. That's gonna maybe a 3 yard gain. It's gonna be 3rd and 2. Shanahan looks at his menu as the 49ers are in the huddle, being spied on by the spider cam or whatever the hell it's called. So it's shotgun. McCaffrey goes into the slot on the right. Empty formation. The Debo takes a handoff into. He comes into the back of the into the backfield, and it's a handoff to Debo, but he gets taken down for a loss of 2. Tried to get to the corner, couldn't make it. There is a flag on the play. 6:07 to go. And it's holding on the 49ers. They're probably going to decline that. And that's a holding on Kittle. Oh, Kittle held Watt. Kittle held J.J. Watt. And J.J. Watt celebrates the flag he drew. Guess now you celebrate that. So Wisnowski punts it away for who knows, like the 10th time already. Another ball that bounces in near the goal line. This time he saves it. So instead of it being a touchback, it'll be at the 3 yard line, I think. And almost a sarcastic applause by the 49er fans that are there. Or maybe it was a truly appreciative applause. I don't know. They applauded either way. Applauded either. So well, they're showing the trailer for Avatar. December 16th. Who's gonna go watch that? I'm not gonna lie, I'll probably watch it in IMAX. I saw the first one in IMAX. I think IMAX tricks people, honestly. Like I think I see a movie in IMAX and I'm like, damn, that movie was so fucking good. And then I watch it at home and I'm like, it wasn't that good. I think the IMAX experience makes you like a movie more than you really would like it normally. Because I remember when I saw Avatar in IMAX 3D, I was like, holy shit, this was awesome. But then I saw it at home and I was like, it's okay. It's alright. But the one thing that's for sure about that movie is, the CGI looks pretty good, and the scenery and everything looks pretty good. So I'm a huge CGI snob. As long as it looks good, I'll give it a chance. If it looks cheap or fake, I guess I probably won't give it a chance. But I don't know. This one, I don't even know what the story is. It's called The Way of Water, whatever that means. But I'll probably watch it. Oh, the final trailer is gonna be debuted at halftime. Everybody, pay attention to that. All right, so the game is back on. Arizona's gonna take over at their 3 yard line. It looks like McCoy's under center. There's a man in the slot. It's single back formation. It's a handoff, and Connor gets about 1 to the 5. He's 2nd and 9. Oh, and Rondale Moore is questionable to return. Oh, you know what? I think I'm playing against Rondale Moore in one of my leagues. Oh my God. Do I have a chance to win? Probably not. Probably not. All right. McCoy and shotgun. Completed pass to a little out route to, I think that's Dortch. That is Dortch. That was a gain of 8. And was that a first down? I'm not sure. It's 3rd and 1. It's almost like 3rd and ½ a yard. So pistol formation, double stack on the left. And a power pistol because the man comes in motion. Connor hurdles over his own man for the first down. That's like a gain of 3.5. Well, it's going to be a first down, fresh set of downs. 4.5 to go for Arizona. They get out of their goal line. Dangerous start for them, but they move the ball a little. At the very least, they're going to give their punter a chance to have some space. Connor comes into the backfield, goes into the flat. That's a pass to McBride. Very short gain of 2. And it looks like Ward is down again. Or maybe he was just kneeling. I think he's okay. So shotgun formation, it's a double stack on the right. Hopkins is on the left. Connor's blocking. Good pocket for McCoy, and he throws it underneath to, I think, AJ Green. Yeah, AJ Green catches that one. It's going to be 3rd and 2. McCoy's 8 for 12. Impressive. AJ Green is a 7-time Pro Bowler. I heard someone say or maybe a week or two ago that AJ Green's a Hall of Famer. What do y'all think about that? I don't think he is. The bunch formation to the left is shotgun again. McCoy's getting pressured. He throws it underneath to Connor and he can't catch it. Gets hit by Greenlaw to dislodge the pass. That wasn't going to be completed anyway. Or he wasn't going to get the first down anyway if he completed it. So it's 4th and 3. Another punt incoming. Chaka. What's up, Chaka says, should I trade away Barkley and Fields for Aaron Jones and AJ Brown PPR? Ooh. You know what? Fields dislocated his shoulder. So, although it was to his non-throwing arm. So, if you're worried about Fields, then I would say yes. If you have a replacement for Fields. Because that could be that could worry some people, right? Like Fields is a runner. He's running the ball a lot these last few weeks. He takes a wrong hit or lands wrong, now he could really miss the rest of the season. And then what good is he for you? So I could see trading him away just to get anything. And AJ Brown would certainly upgrade your wide receiver core. And Barkley to Jones would be a slight hit, but if you have a capable backup or capable replacement for Fields, I would consider doing that. Absolutely. That's not a bad trade. What's your record this year, Chaka? I'm 8-2, but I'm gonna lose unless my people do unless they go crazy. So I'll be 8-3. But I recently swung a trade. I acquired Amon-Ra St. Brown, and Jameson Williams was just activated. So I think with his deep threat ability, I think that's going to open up a lot underneath. And Jared Goff isn't really a good deep ball thrower, so I think Amon-Ra will benefit big time from that. Um, Even though Jared Goff has been okay this year in terms of 20-yard throws, but I still would think Amon-Ra is the beneficiary. Considering he's a rookie, he's coming off the ACL injury, he might be on the snap count. You don't want to give him too much, especially since Detroit might not even make the playoffs. I mean, they're still in the mix, and if they win a couple games, like if they win on Thursday night on Thursday on Thanksgiving, if they win on Thanksgiving, they'll be what 5-6, and then they'd be right back into the mix for that last wild card spot. Then I could see him playing a lot, but yeah, man. Thanks for the question. I would do it to answer. All right. 49ers are back on the field at the 17-yard line, 18-yard line. Garoppolo's in shotgun, dumps it off to Debo in the flat, and he powers forward for about 4. So Garoppolo's under center this time. Double tight ends, both in motion. Toss to McCaffrey to the left. McCaffrey cannot break the edge. Walter Mahone says, I'm sick and tired of people get on my nerves all day, and yes, they bullying me too much. Why are they doing that? Who's doing that to you? Tell them to come in here. I'll set them straight. Oh, yeah, right here at the bottom it says Justin Fields is considered day to day. He injured his non throwing shoulder. Eberflus would not rule out injury being season ending. So, I mean, if you're worried about that, trade him. McCaffrey is flanked out wide. 2 men in the slot on the right side. Garoppolo gets rid of it. Kittle picks up a first down. Quick throw. Gets out of bounds. That's a first down. A little over a minute to go. That was a good route. Kittle was open. It was too late for the defenders to get there in time. But Kittle, in my opinion, Kittle needs to be used more in the passing game. I know he's a very good blocker. I would just like to see more. So pistol formation. McCaffrey takes a pitch, does a little stutter step, and gets about 5 or 6. But there is a flag, and I think that's holding. The Arizona defender was complaining. Oh, it's a face mask on the defense. That's a 15-yard penalty on Jonathan Ledbetter. Yellow Ledbetter? So McCaffrey now has 4 rushes, 11 yards, 2 catches for 16 yards. And 20 seconds left in the first quarter, but the play clock is at 9, so they will have to run this play. Garoppolo gets the ball. It's to Debo, breaks a tackle, plunges forward near the 30-yard line. They're in business. This is going to go to the end of the first quarter. 49ers fans are going crazy. That's it. That's the end of the first. Walter retracted his statement. So let's see. So McCoy, 7 for 11, 61 yards, 78 rating. Jimmy Garoppolo, 5 for 7, 45 yards, 88 rating. That's pretty close. Um, Hopkins has been the one guy that can get downfield. Walter says, "My old friends bully me all day. Please help me." How do you want me to help you? You know what I'm gonna do? But alright. Connor, 6 for 18, 3-yard average. That's not very good. McCaffrey, 4 for 11, 2.8. That's worse. Debo, 2 for 23. McCaffrey, 2 for 16. Kittle, 1 catch for 6 yards. Yeah, and shorter passes for Arizona. Other than Hopkins, he's averaging 13 yards a carry. I mean, a reception. They're moving the ball. They just can't really get anything done. It's kind of, I don't know. It's kind of been a, San Francisco is a tough defense. It's hard to move on them. So I formation. Debo's in motion to the left. It's a double stack. Pitch to McCaffrey. He gets outside. Oh, he's got space to run. He cuts back. Stiff arms the man. Gets pushed out of bounds. He's inside the 10-yard line. Ooh, McCaffrey with an excellent run right there. Wow. Wow. That was a great run. So now he's 5 for 31 with that 20-yard run, averaging 6.2. That's all it takes to increase your average. Single back formation. It's a play action to McCaffrey. Throws it to Kittle. It's a little out of his range. That's incomplete. It's gonna be 2nd and 10. So McCaffrey's still in there. I don't. Has Mitchell? Mitchell hasn't had any carries. That's odd. Last week he got so many carries. I guess it was just who knows why. Who knows what Shanahan does. So Debo goes into the slot on the right. It's a screen to him. He cuts back inside, cuts again, eludes some tacklers, gains about 6. That's going to be 3rd and 5, 3rd and 4 maybe. All right, so shotgun. 3 receivers to the left. McCaffrey goes in motion. He was open in the middle. That's Ayuk. Ayuk does a little dance. Gets congratulated by Kittle and everybody. And all the 49ers fans in the stands are dancing. So Garoppolo has a touchdown pass. Ayuk has a reception, his first catch. And it's 6-3 pending the extra point. All right, San Francisco, let's go. Robbie Gould makes it. Splits the uprights. 7-3, 13:35 to go in the second quarter. Oh wow, that was a great route. That was a great route. He cut inside. That was an incredible route by Ayuk on that touchdown play. He faked outside, cut back in, and the defender he didn't know where he was. That was excellent right there. Good play. Very good route. But the trade deadline in my fantasy leagues is Friday. And I already swung one trade. Trying to pull off another one. Especially in the money league. I'm trying to get something done in the money league. Trying to bolster my playoff chances, especially because I'm losing in both leagues today. Or this week, I should say. So I kind of want to, you know, want to do something to help my chances. The thing is the person in last place is the person that just beat me. But maybe he's more willing to trade with me because he just beat me. I'm gonna be like, look, you just beat me. Trade with me. You're out of it. But you know, but you beat me. I don't know. The people in my money league don't really like to trade. It's rare, very rare. But normally when I make a trade with someone, we usually see each other in the finals. Usually. But in the dynasty league, there's way more trades going on, and I did swing a trade. But I kind of want to add a quarterback, and I have some first round picks I can trade away. It's just a matter of who wants to do it. The thing is there's plenty of teams that probably think they have a chance to win. So for them to sell anything, they probably wouldn't want to sell anything, even if I was offering like two first round picks. They probably still wouldn't want to do it. So I have to target the teams that are out of the playoffs, and I don't know. I just don't. I don't. I already did with one. There's only one other one. Well, maybe two that would probably trade with me. It's just a matter of what am I going to offer them, and what will they accept, and what are they willing to give up. So it looks like power shotgun. It's a handoff to Connor. He stiff arms a guy, runs out of bounds, but he loses a yard. San Francisco is so tough to run on. It's gonna be second and 11. 13:25 to go. Cardinals are averaging 1.7 yards per rush. That is awful. That's ugly. So Dortch in motion. Colt McCoy throws underneath to Anderson, I think, or Williams. Williams? Yeah, Max Williams. So that's another tight end they're using. So it's gonna be third and 4. He catches a decent pass in the middle of the field. McCoy's now 9 for 13. Third and 4 is manageable though. And so shotgun, there's a man in the slot. Dortch moves inside. McCoy back shoulder throw to Hopkins. Oh my goodness, completed pass. Wow. Wow, now he has 4 for 56. Unbelievable. Did he get his feet down? Yeah, he did. He certainly did. So it's a double slot shotgun formation. Colt McCoy keeps it on the RPO. Gets taken down in the backfield. Loss of 1. I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe there was some miscommunication on that play. So it's shotgun. It's a bunch formation with a tight end in line. Connor comes back into the backfield, goes to the the left side. McCoy with a pass complete to McBride, I think. That's a gain of 4. It's going to be 3rd and 7. 11:15 to go. So let's see what San Francisco does on defense. You know what I would do? I would double Hopkins and then single everyone else. Hopkins is the one guy that's killing you right now. But it's triple receivers to the left, and it's another pass to Hopkins. Breaks a tackle, gets a first down. They're at the 40, and Hopkins taunts the players, and the ref throws a flag. He stood over them and pointed at them, and Hopkins is crying, like, "What did I do?" Travis 281. The score is 7-3. Yes, sir. So it's unsportsmanlike taunting on Hopkins. So back it up. "41 offensive penalties this season. That's crazy." Your scoreboard stay. Oh, my scoreboard. I see. Yeah, I gotta click the damn thing. So it's bunch formation to the right. Handoff to Connor from the shotgun. He doesn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. That's gonna be 2nd and 11. But yeah, thanks for the heads up, Travis. Appreciate that. Sometimes I forget to do it. I start talking and I forget to look at this screen over here and update. I should just keep it on this one, because then it'll always update. But alright, it looks like a power shotgun formation. And McCoy dumps it off underneath, but it bounces off Connor's hands and it's intercepted by number 1. Is that Ward? I'm not sure who that is. They're calling him down, but he runs it into the end zone. Either way, that's an interception. It's either going to be a touchdown or it's going to be right there. It's a Jimmy Ward interception, so that's unfortunate. That's just a deflected pass from Connor. Yeah, he was touched. Yeah, the ball kind of got onto him quickly, and he tried to one-handed catch the ball, and it was deflected backwards. And Ward was at the right place at the right time. That's an interception. A better pass probably could have prevented that, but either way, you got to catch that. If it hits your hand, you got to catch that. Unfortunately, Connor does not get an interception for him because he didn't throw it. but it was his deflection. They should make a stat for deflections that lead to interceptions. But I don't think anybody cares about that. What's your final predictions for the game? Well, I'm rooting for the 49ers. That's who I have winning. As far as the score, um I'll say 26-17. But I do have San Francisco winning. I think Colt McCoy's good. I just don't think Arizona's defense can stop San Francisco. And San Francisco's defense is pretty damn good. It's gonna be hard for Arizona to score on them. They're gonna need huge plays. And Rondale Moore is out. And I don't think Marquise Brown is ready yet. So it's like they really only have Hopkins. Wow, I have Arizona under 15.5 and San Francisco over 21.5. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's more or less what I have. More or less. But yeah, Arizona's going to have a hard time scoring. But they probably will get a touchdown. Most likely more field goals than touchdowns. So yeah, it might be, who knows, it might be a field goal game for Prater. You started Prater in fantasy, probably looking at a lot of field goals. So it's shotgun for Garoppolo. Debo's in the backfield. Garoppolo throws underneath to Kittle, and he muscles his way forward. That's a gain of 8. All right, so it's a jumbo single back package, and they blow the play dead. It looks like it was going to be a handoff to McCaffrey or to Mitchell. But Mitchell finally gets into the game. And what was, I guess it was a timeout. Timeout. Everybody wanted a water break. So now McCoy's passer rating is 58.9 and Jimmy's is 107.6. I like the way that like it fluctuates as the game goes along. I think that's interesting. But Hopkins is 5 for 66. That's pretty good. Okay, so it's empty formation shotgun for Garoppolo. Oh, and he throws to Ayuk, but that is he put a lot of a lot of mustard on that throw. 3rd and 3. That was a lot of mustard. Rob would not appreciate that comment. He hates mustard. All right, so it's 3rd and 3. 8:51 to go. 49ers are 2 for 4 on 3rd down. And it's Garoppolo can run up the middle, but he throws it. Kittle's wide open. He makes a move and he's going to score. And he high steps into the end zone. Unbelievable. Another touchdown pass for Jimmy G. Jimmy Garoppolo. 39-yard touchdown reception. Wow. Wow. Yeah, so Jimmy G scrambled up the middle, and the defenders all went to him, and Kittle leaked further down. And before Garoppolo passed the line of scrimmage, he threw it to a wide open Kittle, made a move, juked two guys, and that's a touchdown. So it's 14-3 with the extra point for Gold. 8:42 to go in the first half. San Francisco putting up 14 points in the second quarter. Arizona looks flat. Can't do anything other than Hopkins. Hopkins is the guy. But what other bets did you make this weekend, Travis? Did you win anything yesterday? I did not. I did not win anything. But yeah, I'm probably gonna lose in fantasy. Gonna lose everything. I did not have a good weekend in terms of fantasy. It was just all terrible. I lost my pick difference for Chiefs. I had them by 10.5. It was closer than that. Yeah, that's true. Oh, look, there's Rob.
Good evening.
You rang.
Indeed.
I lost the Vikings winning as well. Ooh, I correctly picked the Cowboys to win that one.
Me too.
Did you tinker on this game today or no?
No, I
So we
stuck with Niners.
so we both have Niners. So we're both gonna have 11, which is good. Hey, DeAndre
Yeah,
is back. What's up, fellas? Go Niners. That's who we have.
yeah. Everybody looks like a Niners house tonight.
It is a Niners house
Oh
tonight.
shit.
Yeah, we're the Niners fans. But Gold is ready to kick off. This Monday game is my redemption game. Fingers crossed. So Gold kicks off, but that goes into the end zone. Touchback. Did you see that nice play to Kittle?
I did. He kind of tucked back a couple yards and made that happen. Just kind of snuck behind the defense. Oh, 1 second.
DeAndre says Kittle's a monster. Hell yeah. I wish they would throw to him more, but yeah, he is. I mean, he's a dominant blocker and he's a very good, capable pass catcher. They just don't always throw it to him a lot. So whenever he does shit like this, it's always like, oh hell yeah, that's Kittle right there. Connor cuts back, but only gains about
Yeah.
4. Connor, it seems like he doesn't have that speed he used to have.
Wow. Yeah, he's definitely not flying down the field like he could.
So stack receivers on the right. Colton shotgun. He throws underneath to Hopkins on the left side, and he falls forward, gets first down. Literally, this game is like all Hopkins, and that's it for the Cardinals. That's it. Like they can't do anything other than Hopkins. Why don't they double cover him?
I mean, it's too bad I don't need it. But he is having a hell of a game.
So pistol formation. Oh, McCoy tries getting it to Connor, kinda, and the defender dives for the ball, but he doesn't catch it. McCoy falls flat on his back. It's 2nd and 10, 7:24 to go in the second quarter. DeAndre says about that interception, it didn't look like Jimmy Ward was touched. Well, what happened was Ward accidentally kicked Connor, so that counts as a touch. But did Connor
Yeah,
touch him? No,
Instagram.
I don't think he touched him. But because when he fell, he threw his leg and it hit Connor, that counts as a touch, which sucks. But
Yeah, just
that's what.
incidental contact.
Yeah, it's incidental. It still counts though. That was empty back formation and Colt underneath to Dortch. Dortch was a fantasy darling early in the season when all those dudes were out and hurt. Early in the year, he had a lot of production. But that was a 4-yard catch, so it's gonna be 3rd and 6. DeAndre says, "Oh, okay, yeah. It that could have made a huge difference in fantasy. That could have been a pick six for someone, but yeah, it counts.
Yeah.
So it looks like power
Instead
shotgun
of a touch.
formation. Dortch catches the ball and he's going. He makes a cut. Oh my goodness, he makes another cut. Finally gets tackled inside the 15, but there is a flag. Wow, Dortch. Dortch is little. Holy shit. I didn't know he was that small. I have Dortch and McCaffrey
He's
getting
a
a
tiny little
touchdown in
guy,
this
but
game.
he's fun.
It's offside, so the play will count.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't realize he was that small.
Yeah, he's a tiny little guy.
He is.
Definitely compared to Bosa for sure. Bosa looks like a friggin' giant.
It's like watching Altuve and Judge next to each other. It's like
Yeah,
way off.
that's actually very comparable.
Yeah. So a handoff in pistol pro formation to Connor. He fumbles out of bounds,
Oh,
but that's a gain of 1. This gonna be 2nd and 9. Well, here we go. They're in the red zone, so this is either gonna be another field goal or a touchdown, or or a turnover at this rate.
yeah. I mean,
You never know.
he's lucky that rolled that way.
For real. So there's 2 wards on San Francisco. Jimmy and Char. What? I don't even remember what it said. All right, so empty shotgun formation again. 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Another throw to Hopkins. That's a 5-yard pass. Oh man, the 49ers defender pushed the shit out of Hopkins out of bounds and took out a camera guy. Wow.
That's no good for the camera guy. Hopefully, you got a shot there.
Yeah, he pushed him late too. Although he didn't like egregiously push him, he still pushed him.
Ooh. Okay, I just
It wasn't that bad for the camera guy. He did get hit, but it
uh,
wasn't it wasn't that bad. I thought it was worse.
oh, it could have been worse.
Yeah. So Hopkins is 7 for 77. That's pretty damn good. 14.7 points. 3rd and 4. Connor's in the shotgun with them. 3 receivers to the right. Oh, Dortch catches the ball, but he has to go to his knees to catch it. That is a 1st and goal though. So Travis said it.
Trying to
Oh,
make
oh
it
wait.
game.
Travis said he had McCaffrey getting a touchdown. So this could be a touchdown for Connor if they run it. The Cardinals like to run the ball in the red zone, especially near the goal line.
Yeah, it might be a tad bit different with Colt. It might
I
be more pass happy.
Yeah, maybe. So yeah, Dortch comes in motion to the left side. Hand off to Connor. He makes it into the end zone. I was right.
Well, damn.
It's what they
No
like. It's
touchdown
what they
for
like to
Hopkins.
do. And
Yeah, I'm
so
actually.
I don't know. It sounded like the refs were blowing the whistles like crazy, but I don't know what happened. Yeah, that right side of the line just like moved everybody,
Yeah,
and Connor
it
was able to
collapsed.
muscle his way in. Let's see, did it was his? Yeah, he got in.
Yeah, good tough run.
Yeah, he got in.
That's a touchdown.
Well, Connor's a big dude, man. He's like, I think he's like 230 pounds.
Did you see the run where he jumped over a person?
I did see that. Yeah.
It was not only big but athletic.
Yeah, he has lost some speed though over the years,
Oh, he
but
reached his arms over.
yeah, so that's a good extra point. So it's 14 to 10. So
4 minutes and some change in the game.
4:19 to go. That's my birthday.
No,
One day away
happy.
from the perfect number.
Yeah, it looks like everybody's having a good time down there in Mexico City.
Oh yeah, there any excuse to drink, man. That's the way we do it. It's like,
Well, it
what?
looks like there's a lot of
Football?
Niners.
Let's go. Drink. Time to
It
drink.
looks like there's a lot of Niners fans too.
Yeah, yeah. Well, there's a lot of them are in California too, so, you know, typically like border teams will have a lot of fans. Travis said, "Now my bets contradict each other. Lol, I'd rather have Dortch and McCaffrey get a TD than get my cards under 15.5 bet." Well, shit. It's still possible. Swavy JP. Hey guys, can we call into the show? Have a complicated question. We don't have that set up yet. That would be a good
But,
idea. But you could just
but fire
ask
away
us.
right
Yeah, you
here.
can just type it out. Honestly, you know, considering I don't know you, you know what I mean? I wouldn't want to do that.
Yeah, just yeah, we're not quite at that level of
Yeah.
having a call line, a whole separate get. That'd be
But
awesome though.
how would we even do that?
That,
I guess we just bring them into the thing, I guess. Um, but yeah, for now, you could just ask in chat, type it out, and we'll give you our opinion. And if you were dead set
our
on
best
calling in,
guy.
then that's okay too.
Yeah, we'll let you know when that happens.
Yeah. Ooh, Matthew Stafford's in concussion protocol.
No good. Bad, bad year for the Rams.
For real. Like what a like that's like an all-time high. Like, oh, we just won the Super Bowl, and then next year it's like fucking disaster.
All time low. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you still got most of the guys that you had. Most.
True. True. The guys that they replaced, like, were they good? Yes, but were they like superstars? Like all their superstars came back pretty much.
But yeah, you don't have Odell.
Well, true, but he got
And,
hurt. So even
and
if he was back, he still wouldn't be playing.
that's true.
So that doesn't really
Then there's
matter.
Mr. Miller.
That's a huge one because they wouldn't have won without that trade. Miller's like the Verlander of football right now, I
Football.
guess.
Yep.
Um, although Verlander did stay in Houston for a while, and Miller left after he got the ring. He's just like, I'm just gonna go ring shopping everywhere. So Garoppolo under center throws underneath to Debo, gets to the sideline on first down. Okay, Swavy P typed his question out. 9-2, 10-man PPR. Next team record is 6-5. Secured the first seed. Trying to create my playoff roster. Question is trade AJ Brown and Pierce for Kenneth Walker. I'll put my team below. You know what? I mean, just on paper, That does sound good. Pierce might be a fade the rest of the way because nobody's scared of Mills. So a little screen to McCaffrey. It looked like he was gonna break it, but he gets a first down only, so that's a gain of 10. So his team is Lamar, Chubb, ETN, Pierce, Wilson. Wide receivers are Tyreek, Amon-Ra, AJ Brown, Higgins, Kelsey.
That,
So you
that's
trade
good.
Pierce and Brown, and that means you would start Amon-Ra, Tyreek, and Higgins, and then your running backs would be Chubb, ETN, and Walker. Well, you can't start all of them unless you guys have like multiple flex. It's another dump off to McCaffrey. He breaks a tackle, gets another first down.
Happened.
49ers are moving the ball big time. Swavy P says, thanks, guys. I'd sit Higgins for Walker. Yeah, Chase is probably coming back this week. If he's not back this week, he'll be back next week.
Yeah.
Um, that's a good lineup, man. I mean, yeah, that makes sense why you're 9-2. Anything can happen going forward, but yeah, I would definitely make that trade for sure. Like I said, I think Pierce is probably a fade because Davis Mills, nobody's scared of him, right? So like all you have to do is stack the line, stop the run, and then you're gonna literally get pick sixes from Mills. So like
Or three and outs.
exactly, or three and outs at the
Very best,
at the
I
minimum,
guess.
yeah, like you're gonna get three and outs. And so Pierce, like, yeah, I think teams are suddenly like, you know what, let's just take the run out and then force Mills to actually develop or be ass. And that's what he is, honestly. I traded Fields, Walker, Swift, and Pittman for Tyreek, Pierce, and Rashad White. Trying to trade back for Walker. Dude, yeah, Fields is probably a trade. He dislocated his shoulder on Sunday. Although it
Oh, no
is
good.
it is to his non-throwing shoulder though. So Eberflus said that he's day to day, which means he could probably be back. The question is,
Yeah.
Fields has been running a lot. Like, what if he falls wrong? What if he
Right.
takes a bad hit? Then he could really be out. So I agree with you here. Trade Pierce, trade Fields. Well, he already traded Fields, but yeah, I
Yeah.
would
Good
I
call.
would I would definitely trade Pierce.
Wait to see in the future on that one.
Yeah. He said, "Yeah, I had Lamar but traded Fields. Just more comfortable with Lamar. Absolutely. But Lamar's a much better
Yeah.
passer than Fields. Fields still needs to develop a little bit in the passing game. He also doesn't have a lot to throw to, so you can't really blame him for not tearing it up in the passing department. But let's see what he can do in the draft. Maybe they add a free agent wide receiver. Maybe they draft another one. Maybe Claypool takes a step in the offseason. You know what I mean? Like there's things that could happen that could help him develop. But that's next year, and
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
pretty sure this is a redraft, right? Not dynasty. AJ Brown and
I
Pierce
would
for
assume.
Walker. You guys like that? You know what? I think the question you have to ask is, does he need Brown? If he needs Brown, like if he's weak at wide receiver, then he absolutely will make this trade. Because Pierce for Walker isn't that much of a drop off. Pierce normally gives you like 12 to 15 without a touchdown. So if he gets a touchdown, he's at 20. And Walker normally gives you like 15 to 20. So like you're trading down a little bit at running back and acquiring AJ Brown, who's a wide receiver one. So like that looks good on paper to me. It's just a matter of, does he need him? Like, what if he's already loaded at wide receiver? Why does he need another one? That's what you really need to ask. Is
Man.
Yeah, but he's getting Brown, right? You're offering him Brown. So does he need Brown?
He, he's trying to say, or is the guy baited upon Brown to want to trade that cash cow back to you?
But uh, that was an incomplete pass on that play. But yeah, I would get Walker. Get Walker. Get Walker if you can. I
Yeah,
have
hell
I
yeah,
I have Walker in both my leagues, and yeah, it really hurt not having him since he was on the bye week. That really hurt. But yeah, Walker in the dynasty league, I drafted him with my second pick, and I was like, oh yeah, this as soon as Penny gets hurt, this guy's gonna take off. And sure enough, I was right. Penny got hurt like he always does, and Walker is the
yeah.
man. And in the redraft league, they were making fun of me because I drafted Walker also.
Oh,
But yeah, dude, do it. And you know what? Come back in and let us know if the guy accepts the trade.
hell yeah.
But yeah, we
Happy hunting.
we actually had another question. It was a guy named Chaka, and he said, "Should I trade away Barkley and Fields for Aaron Jones and AJ Brown?" What do you think about that one?
Say the
Uh,
question again. I didn't see it.
all right, hold on. Swaggy says, "I'll let you know. Thanks, guys. No problem, bro."
Yeah, I got you, dude.
Chaka said, "Should I trade away?" No, this was earlier before you got here. But Chaka said, "Should I trade away Barkley and Fields for Aaron Jones and AJ Brown?"
Yeah, I mean, with if Fields takes a step back,
Yeah, I think I would do
I,
that. Yeah.
I would do that too.
Yeah, you never
It's
know
just,
with Fields' shoulder. Like that's
dude,
if
it
you
sucks.
if
It's,
you're
I mean,
worried about his shoulder, then do it, right?
yeah, for fantasy reasons, dude, you got to look at that. Like you said, like you'd almost want to like maybe stick his ass in a pocket as often as you could because it one wrong hit and that's it.
Exactly. And you know his value, at least these last few weeks, has all come from him running. And the more he runs, the more hits he's going to take to his shoulder, and that's not a good thing. Unless you could pad it up, and as long as he doesn't re-aggravate it, I guess he's okay. But that was an empty shotgun formation to McCaffrey, who was flanked out wide. And he picks up another first down on a pass. Manny says Jimmy Dimes. Jimmy Dimes.
Too many times. I mean, he's
Another
more like
Cardinal injured. Wow.
Jimmy Capricola.
I mean, Jimmy is 14 for 19. Colt McCoy's 16 for 22.
He's not been doing bad considering he is the eternal backup.
Yeah. Well, he's 3-1 as a Cardinal. Jimmy Pennies. His production usually is lower than everybody else's, but today he's off to a good start. Oh, a little
He's hitting.
screen to Debo gets about 4. That's going to be second and 6. 134 to go.
Nah, he slid down on that.
Jimmy
It's
Pennies is more
pretty.
appropriate. Yeah, I like that one. Oh yeah, they're gonna have the trailer for this new Avatar movie. I'm probably gonna watch it in IMAX.
It's been a long time since I've seen that first one.
Well, shit, it seems like it came out like 40 years ago. Like we were children
Yeah,
when
for
it
real.
came out.
We were in our 20s.
That's practically a child.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, Jimmy G and shotgun. McCaffrey runs another route. Jimmy G goes to the end zone to Jawan Jennings, but it falls incomplete. Third and 6. There's 52
That's
seconds to go. What's with
just out of the hand.
the video? Did you see that?
Yeah, it's doing some weird shit.
Yeah,
It keeps doing like remember old tube TVs where you had to smack it to make
yeah,
the picture right? That's what
yeah.
it looks like.
I miss those days of just like smacking shit to fix it. You know what I mean? Like you do that now, you'll break it. To anything new nowadays. With those old TVs, you just bah, like smack the box. So
You had
three
like the
receivers
big
to the
ass.
right. Jimmy G, good pocket, throws underneath to Debo, but that's incomplete. It's gonna be a field goal attempt for gold. 40
Man, he
seconds
could have
left.
like
Arizona's gonna have a shot here at something.
he could have like ate a sandwich in that pocket.
It was good, definitely. Yeah, and that touchdown pass to Kittle where he scrambled forward in the pocket, and because he was scrambling and there was room for him to run, Kittle was able to go further downfield, and that's why he was open, and then all he needed to do was make that one move.
Yep.
San Francisco's like slowly getting healthy. They're slowly starting to play better. Their record might not
Well,
say it, but
they
they're damn good.
they're, they're not to be taken lightly.
Yeah.
If you do, you will lose because then they'll just run it down your throat.
And if they win this game, they're going to be the leader of their division.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, 43 seconds. I don't know if Colt McCoy can get it down to anything in 43, but we'll see.
I mean, they're going to try.
Maybe
He
get a
has a
field goal out of
timeout. But yeah, the field goal was good by Gold, so it's 17-10. 27 points in the first half. That's not bad.
it. Yeah, pretty high scoring.
That's decent.
A lot of the national stage, doesn't really know about the Cardinals sans Kyler Murray. People
True.
know about Kyler Murray. They don't know really. A lot of people, I mean, I saw JJ Watt for like a second. Has he done anything else?
Yeah, he was
Like, I think he got,
celebrating because he drew a holding.
yeah.
He was like dancing. He's like, "Yeah, this is what I do. 20 million to do this." But yeah, no, he hasn't done anything. Although this year as a whole, I think he has like 5 sacks this year, which is actually impressive to
That's
me.
sneaky good. That's sneaky good.
Yeah, that's like it's like I mean, you're paying him a shitload of money for almost nothing, but
Yeah, maybe he'd do something in a clutch moment
I was
for
surprised by
something.
the 5. So it's a dump off to Connor, gets about 6 or 7 on that dump off, but yeah, you're not going to go downfield dumping it off like that.
No, I mean he's a tough runner, but I don't think he's going to get big chunks over and over again. They got to
Yeah.
hit D Hop to the sideline or something.
And so McCoy scrambles up the field. They're going to have to call a timeout here. They're at the 36, 18 seconds left.
Ooh. Cole McCoy just took an unnecessary shot to the head, but it was his fault.
Yeah, he went forward. And then he like flailed back like, "Ugh."
Ooh. That was he was playing it up at that point.
Yeah, absolutely.
What
Like,
a,
I need
what a
the
flag.
flag. I need the flag.
Yeah, save us. 18 seconds.
Yeah, and so they're going to be defending the sideline. So if you throw anything in the middle of the field, 18 seconds is probably maybe enough time to spike it once, and then you can have a final play. So if you can get to like the 40, maybe you get a long field goal attempt. But even then, that would mean you have to spike it. That might be too hard.
Well, they are in high altitude, so they could technically kick it a little bit longer, but
True. That's true. Oh, McCoy pump fakes and gets sacked by Bosa, and he flexes,
of course he does.
and the time will run out. Now that's it. We're going to the second half, or we're going to
All
halftime.
right, halftime.
So Garoppolo's 14 for 21, 153 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's pretty damn good. He's almost at his like full game total with these numbers
At halftime,
at
so
halftime. Yeah,
the world's his oyster, or he could just hand it off the rest of the way.
that's true. McCaffrey has 31 rushing yards. Mitchell only has 1 carry, but McCaffrey only has 5. Kittle 3 for 52 with a touch.
Yeah, it's a
McCaffrey
big
5
one.
for 48. Debo 5 for 46. Debo's leading with 7 targets. Ayuk's only catch is the touchdown, 1 for 7. And then Connor's 11 for 24. That's 2.2 average. That's terrible. But his fantasy managers are saved by the touchdown. And then, of course, Hopkins is doing the best, 7 for 77. And Dortch with that 47-yard catch, 4 for 64. And the rookie Trey McBride, 3 for 12. Nobody else is really doing anything else. Oh, and Colt McCoy is 17 for 23, 172 yards with an interception. So,
Not bad.
eh.
Not. It could be better. It could be worse. Given the circumstance. And
Travis
it's
says Boss Bosa. Yep.
yeah, he is boss.
But
Definitely in
but you
comparison
know,
to
that interception by McCoy wasn't his fault. It was deflected by Connor. Like it seemed like Connor wasn't ready for the ball and he stuck his hand up trying to catch it with one hand and it bounced off his hand and then Ward intercepted it behind him. So yes, it's an interception, but it's kind of like
it still counts against him, but it
yeah,
should be taken into note.
it's just an unfortunate play. Like he should have caught it. Instead it changed the game really. But I mean, 17 for 23 with an interception. So if you think about it, he's 17 for 22 if you throw the interception out. And so that's pretty fucking good as far as the completion percentage.
Yeah, I mean, you can't expect but so much, but when he does perform, then you're happy because like, oh, we got what we needed. He sufficed. He was the insert. I think he can. I think he can keep it close. I don't know. The Niners look pretty good tonight. Debo's catching the ball pretty well. Um, McCaffrey's getting a lot of looks. All I can say is I'm just glad I don't have to worry so hard about you sneaking up on me.
Yeah, that Ayuk touchdown. I needed McCaffrey to have that. Like I needed McCaffrey to have all the touchdowns and all the yards. And then I would have to hope that Hopkins didn't do anything. Which really means I didn't have a chance.
Well, happens to the best. I'm still amazed at myself that I'm doing as well as I am this year. So definitely feel humble. That's for sure.
There's still a long way to go. But yeah, you're doing
Oh,
pretty damn good.
absolutely. But I would rather be, in a position where I could, kind of plan to try to, you know, don't have to do anything drastic. Maybe pick and insert here and there, just like I have been doing.
And so the way it looks like, yeah, you're probably, unless shit goes completely wrong, you're probably going to end up in the playoffs, which means you're going to have one of those back end draft slots, which means you most likely won't end up with a good rookie, you know? So the better you do, the worse your picks are. That means all the better rookies usually go first. So there is a give and take, unless you swing some
That's true.
trades. So there's, you know, obviously if you can win, you want to win, but it's going to affect your draft pick. And rightly so. This is a dynasty league. It should be mirrored as closely to real NFL as possible. So I'm
Man, I
just
can't believe the Jets lost in the last couple seconds.
that was awesome. I was like, oh man, I'm gonna get that one wrong, and then he returned it. And I was watching Red Zone for that, and I was like, oh shit.
Oh, that dude, that would have been exciting to see that live.
Mhm.
Well, walk off to Devontae. Good for them.
But I'm just glad I have Junzi's and Vitamin D's first round pick because they're both they're not even competing. So it's like most likely I'm gonna end up with the first and second round pick. Or I mean, first and second pick.
How do you feel about that, Manny?
Well, he got his
Any
quarterback in
comments?
Dak, so you know he wanted Dak.
That's true.
And honestly, after the year that Dak had last year, like he broke Romo's record. So I was like, okay. Normally, when someone does a milestone like that, they usually never do it again. Like Mahomes, he threw that 50 touchdowns that one year where he was MVP, and then what happened? He was still good. He hasn't done it again. Although this year he could do it this year. So you know what I mean? Like it takes you a while to do that shit back to back. And I was like, you know what? The offensive line's gonna get worse. They got rid of Cooper. Elliott isn't as good. And Mike McCarthy, like, ugh. So I was like, you
Yeah,
know what? I kind of want to get rid of Dak. And Junzi's a fucking Cowboys fan, so I was like, hey, you want him? And he was like,
yeah.
sure. He needed
He,
quarterbacks too, so
it worked out.
it did.
Is that a Banta band?
Oh, what? I don't know. I'm not at the TV. Oh,
What's going on?
remember when we were doing the World Series
Yeah,
and that picture came out and you were like, holy shit, that guy's hair looks like he's in a fucking thrash band.
yeah.
They re-signed that guy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I like him. He's pretty good.
Yeah, him and Dave Mustaine hang out.
Oh, they're good old friends from the 80s. Yeah. They go to the same hairstylist, buy the same products. Oh, dude, how funny would that be if like Dave Mustaine had his own like hairstyle?
Dave, and you'd have to know, and then like, well, no, you couldn't just call it the Dave because there's other Daves. Dave Rule too. The Mustaine.
Yeah, that's it.
Everybody knows who you're talking about there.
That'd be fucking hilarious. Let's see. Travis says, "Will the Buccaneers win their division? The worst division in the NFC is hard to predict. I think so.
Yeah,
Although you can't count Atlanta out. They're fucking scrappy as hell.
yeah. Cordero returned a punt for a touchdown too. That was epic.
He's like the leader in kick return touchdowns now.
Yeah, he's one of those rare players that they just happen to come across who's turned out to save them even through quarterback change because you can't trust Mariota for shit really.
And as long as they keep winning, Ritter will not get a chance.
So that's he's going to just keep
They're
on.
just gonna
So
bury him. You know, like oh Mariota only has 10 pass attempts, but fuck it. We're in every game practically. So I don't know. I just in the playoffs that's not gonna count. You know what I mean? That's not gonna matter.
yeah, that's true. Doss is
Because you're gonna
true.
have to throw, and then what happens when he has to throw? It's gonna be ugly. Hey, let me know when the trailer is
Yeah, see,
on.
I feel like this halftime is much longer than it has been.
Really? Yeah, it does feel like it should be on like right now.
Oh, there we go. Oh no, just Susie. Oh, now they're going to show the trailer. Yeah, dude, it's a long ass halftime for a regular season game.
Oh, I want to watch the trailer. Is there dialogue? Yeah, there is. The hell, he has a family and shit? On December 16th, watch the movie that nobody asked for.
Yeah, more people asked for Super Troopers too. So much so that the fans actually funded that.
And they filmed like 4 of them, like back to back to back to back. It's like, damn, like that many sequels, like for real?
That's crazy.
Well, I mean, I'm talking shit about it, but I'm definitely gonna go watch it. So.
What's this Robert Sala not committing to Zach Wilson?
Yeah, that guy sucks. Like, I feel bad for the
Damn.
person that owns him in Dynasty, because that's like owning Davis Mills. It's like, okay, there's no reason.
Yeah.
Patterson being back is dynamic as fuck. Yeah. Oh, but yeah, I'm probably gonna cut Mills next year because I'm pretty sure the Texans are gonna get a quarterback. It's been fucking terrible, dude. Like terrible.
Yeah, it hasn't been fun.
Yeah, he's regressed so much. It's like, and then it's like, oh well, like what would the argument be? Like, oh well, putting him in the second year of an offense would be good for him. It's like, yeah, I don't know. Like last year, he improved from the beginning to the end. You know, so it's like, can he improve in this system? I don't know. I don't think so. I just don't think he understands the system. It's fucking weird.
Well, it was worth a shot for sure this year, but you knew you had a chance that it would go this way.
Well, yeah, the shot was because you would guarantee yourself like the first pick, you know?
Yeah.
And that's one reason why they might not get a quarterback. It's like, oh well, we could just tank again and get the first pick again. And it's like, oh god. So
Here
I
we
don't know.
go.
It's gonna be interesting, man. I really can't wait for the off season because free agency is gonna be nuts, and the draft is gonna be nuts also. It's gonna be interesting, and I honestly can't wait to work on that shit.
Excuse me. Don't forget to update the screen when the game actually kicks back off.
Oh yeah, I always forget.
I actually had time to think about it.
I forgot earlier too. I think Travis had to remind me. He was like, "The score is 7-3," and I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "But it says 0-3," and I was like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, my bad. Thanks for keeping with us, Travis.
Yeah, he's looking out.
And all the car commercials. They had I think it was a Mexican banta band played like a little song. They had like a full blown like halftime show. Oh, that's
Of
hilarious.
course they would. Did they do that in Germany and London?
I don't know.
No, right?
I didn't get to watch even my game. I didn't even get to watch really the actual halftime or anything. I was at a birthday party. You know, sometimes you got to do the kid thing. Luckily,
Yeah,
with cell phones, it's like you with cell phones, you really don't miss with so much.
yeah,
Oh
true.
God, that was yelling.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That was definitely longer. It doesn't feel the same. That was like 30 minutes.
Right,
Like we've been waiting like an hour.
it feels like it.
I mean, shit, it's already 9.
All
Holy
right,
crap.
they built it up. They're hitting the field.
Come on, Joe Buck, shut up. Tell him to turn the
Did
game on, you bastard.
you hear Troy Aikman joke and say he was older than he was, and he was like, "I had to remind everybody that I'm not actually that old." It's like, well, no shit, jackass. We all know you're not in your 60s.
How old is he?
Not 65. He's probably he probably
Oh
is
yeah,
55.
that's old. Yeah, he's not.
He was like, "Yeah, my phone's blowing up now, so I should clarify." It's like, dude, everybody knew you were joking. Quit trying to flatter yourself. Go eat a gummy and shut up.
Yeah. Nah, man, he smokes like fat blunts. Guaranteed. He gets the shit that Lil Wayne makes. Only the best for Troy. Alright. San Francisco touchback. Handoff to McCaffrey, and he scampers 5 yards up for a gain of 5. So that's at the 30-yard line. Here we go. All right, McCaffrey, I need like 3 touchdowns, 200 more yards. Hopkins needs to like walk out the stadium.
Don't do that, McCaffrey.
And then who else do I have? Oh, that's it. That's all I have.
That's it.
Oh no, I have. Don't I have
Go.
gold? Oh no, that's the other one.
No,
All right, Debo's in the backfield with McCaffrey. McCaffrey runs a route, but he goes to Debo. That's a gain of 4.
just shy should be.
Yeah, so that's 3rd and 1. All right, it's updated.
Bingo, bango.
I remembered.
Man,
All
that
right.
was a hell of a hit.
All right, so single back formation. Garoppolo, quarterback sneaks it. Gets about two or three on that sneak. That's one of the better sneaks I've ever seen.
Watch out, Jimmy G.
Swavy P says, I'm trying to get in touch with the JT owner to get him before Walker. Oh, dude. Now, you should have
Ooh.
tried to get JT when his value was low. Because after these back to back decent games, you might not want to trade him. But it's worth a shot. I formation, Debo in motion to the right. That's Mitchell, I think. Mitchell gets another carry, finally. Okay, so now McCaffrey's on the sideline. And Bosa's comforting him, like, it's okay. You don't have to be out there every
Yeah.
play.
I know you want to be, Brett. It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it must be Mitchell's feature.
Yeah. So single back formation. Now the fullback goes in. It's I form, strong side, toss to Mitchell. He stumbles forward, but somehow breaks a tackle and gets the first down after he's pushed forward by the defenders. I don't know why they do that. It's like, let me push you forward so you can get the first down.
I mean, if it works, it works. But damn.
See, they like pushed him forward. Like pick him up and drag him back.
Yeah, or don't get in on the play.
That
I
guy,
guess he's going for the knockout is what he's doing. He's trying to get him to
yeah,
fumble the ball.
maybe.
It's not going to happen.
And that was a good run up the gut, following the fullback
He
use
hits
check.
you high.
Gets about 9 yards there. Yeah, that was a good hole. They made a nice little cutback.
Yeah, Juszczyk's one of the last few like actual fullbacks in the game.
The Texans have one. He's a rookie.
Yeah,
Yeah, but there's hardly anybody that does that. They usually just get the tight ends to do that, which is not.
right.
It's not really the same anymore. But that's a handoff to Juszczyk. You got to give him something, right? All that blocking, you got to give him
Oh
at
yeah.
least a pass or one run. That way he's happy.
Yeah, feed him something.
Yeah, give him something. Give him the scraps. Kittle's waving at someone.
You get to he gets to throw the first down sign up. It's all good.
Yeah.
It's
Those
it's all about the celebration.
single back formation, Ike's in motion to the left. Heavy tight end packages. Play action and end around to Debo. He's got blockers. He cuts back. He's still going 20, 10, and he scores. That's a touchdown.
Touchdown.
Wow. What a fucking play. Oh my god.
Debo fucking Samuels.
Wow. 39-yard touchdown run. It's now 23-10, pending the extra point. Jesus. He's dangerous, bro.
Yeah, he is.
Remember when he was holding out? It's like, I don't want to run the ball. Oh, here's like
Yeah,
90 million.
yeah,
Oh, I'm cool with it now.
yeah. I'll take one for the team.
Yeah.
Now then he started saying, "Well, yeah, I'm glad to have my position where I get more opportunities." He's like, "Well, dude, you had that before.
I know.
Nothing's changed. They just gave you more money."
Yeah. But Gold makes the extra point, so it's 24 to 10.
And
I updated it, Travis. Don't yell at me. um,
slow rolls.
yeah. But uh, but yeah, damn, that was what a good play. Oh my god, that's it. That's crazy how
I'm,
like how often that
I'm
shit
taking it off.
works.
He's that player that makes those because every team does that exact play. It just doesn't work that way. That's what they wanted to do,
Yeah,
but he's got the X factor. And dude,
yeah,
his cuts are insane.
yeah, and because they're not like full cuts like the way a normal person does it. He can just like shift so slightly and he'll fucking make you miss. It's crazy. But Travis does a smiley face laughing emoji because I told him not to yell at me. Um, but yeah, so now it's Arizona's turn after the commercial break, and let's see if they can get anything rolling. I mean, McCoy isn't doing terrible. They just haven't really hit pay dirt really, other than that one drive and of course the field goal at the beginning of the game. That's it.
Yeah, they didn't cash in both times for touchdowns, so they got to get in the end zone. No field goals because it looks like San Francisco is going to be rolling with the accelerator down.
Travis says, just needed my presence to remind you. Exactly. Now it's like Travis is like, it's like, oh, I can't disappoint Travis. I gotta fucking make that shit, keep it updated.
We'll even name that portion the Travis board.
Yeah, the Travis box scoreboard. So yeah, sponsored by Travis.
Sponsored by Travis.
That's funny. But yeah, have you figured out what your Thanksgiving schedule is gonna be, or not yet?
I mean, the way it's looking right now, definitely going to be hard pressed to get any kind of anything substantial for the early game. But the later game, I could be able to jump in on the second half. Is
Oh,
what
like
I'm
the
thinking right
the
now.
afternoon game?
Yeah.
Okay, so you'll be on a little bit for the afternoon and then the night game.
Yes.
Okay, all right, cool.
Yeah. I'm gonna scope out the sitch at the Holiday Inn in Williamsburg, Virginia, and find the best place where I can post up. Hopefully, with it, there's a TV already there.
All right, cool.
That'd be nice. That would be super ideal. Like if they had a bar, just like find a quiet corner.
Yeah, and you need a place where you could plug in too.
'Cause it is Williamsburg, so there's not going to be any radio. Oh yeah, well this court is super long, so I can make it happen.
Ooh, a handoff to
Damn, but
Connor, and he
what a
gets to
play!
the outside. Wow. Connor had the speed on that one. Maybe he just had the angles.
Could be, but yeah, it's definitely different from the first half.
Yeah.
A little bit of juice.
Yeah, for real. All right, so pistol formation, and I'm not sure who 81 is, but he comes in motion to the right. And now the tight end comes in power pro pistol. Oh, Bosa almost gets to McCoy, but he steps up into the pocket. Good presence. He scrambles for a gain of 3. Out of bounds. McCoy was running for his life. He was like, "Oh God, don't get me, don't get me, don't get me, Mr. Bosa."
Bosa's, Bosa's a scary dude.
Yeah, for real. So it's gonna be 2nd and 7 after the scramble by Colt. Good old Colt, former Texas Longhorns quarterback. So
You couldn't have more of a perfect football name.
I know, right? Like that's a typical like perfect Texas white boy name.
Yeah,
Um,
he's either playing football or selling guns or both.
or both. Yeah, he was a football star in high school, and then he sells guns, or makes barbecue. Colts barbecue.
Yeah, he's moderately good at shooting, but can barbecue a hell of a brisket.
Yeah. All right, so Hopkins is in the slot on the right. It's three receivers on the left. Shotgun. Colt throws it to Hopkins. He breaks a tackle but falls forward. That's a good gain. First down. 9 minutes to go. Yeah, it looked like Green and Dortch were running verticals, and Hopkins did a little crossing pattern underneath. He did that a lot with the Texans. It's a post from the
Yeah,
left from the right, and then a crossing from the left, and that dude's always like you're always going to be open because the post attacks the safety, and if the safety goes with
yeah,
the post, then he's open in the crossing route.
yeah. It's easy money. It's where if you're gonna line up and get that position, you just go as fast as you can and break.
Yeah,
You do it every time. But D Hop's looking pretty good this game. Like you said, he's their lead dude. I'm definitely be glad to be an owner of him. That was a decent attempt at a block there. Did you see that?
yeah, I did. But yeah, Hopkins
Uh,
isn't really like. I mean, what is he? Is he 30 yet? Let me check. DeAndre Hopkins.
I didn't think he was that old.
Yeah, he's 30 already.
Oh shit!
So he'll be 31 next year. How often are Cards running three wideouts? A lot, dude. They do that a lot. Um, they run a lot of shit out of three wide. I don't know the percentages, but it's often. The crazy thing is, dude, like when they get Hollywood Brown back, it's gonna
Yeah,
be
they're gonna
fucking
have.
Hopkins, Hollywood, AJ Green, Dortch, Rondale Moore. Like they're gonna have fucking legit weapons. It's just they're starting to get hurt now. Like Moore got hurt today. Hollywood's still
Yeah,
hurt. They could be dangerous later in the
yeah,
year, but I think it'll be too late for anything to happen.
yeah. It might be a hard sell
But I
to
remember
climb back
telling
up there.
you,
Yeah,
I think last year about Hopkins, like he's most likely, like now that he's 30, he's most likely a possession receiver now. And and according to his numbers today, he's 8 for 87 with a 10.9 average. That's pretty much a possession receiver right there. His longest catch is 17. Well, the 17 is pretty good, but his shit is always underneath, like it's intermediate and under. And I'd be willing to bet as the seasons have gone on, like his A dot average depth of target has gone down. So, um, but honestly, that could be better for fantasy. You know what I mean? Because you're just catching like a bunch of balls. You know what I mean? And if you're in the PPR league, that's a ton of
yeah.
points.
Every catch is a point.
Yes,
Plus,
so like you have 8 points just in those 8 catches. You know, some people don't like that, and they think that's too many points, but I like that. Is the
mm,
RPO working for McCoy? I don't think they do a lot of RPO, or maybe they
no,
do.
it's more. It's kind of like McColt. It's his style backfield because he's not going to break and run on design. He'll do it because he has to.
Yeah, he did it once, but I think it was a miscommunication.
Yeah,
But no, he usually just hands it off or legitimately just throws it.
yeah, he wants to be a pocket QB.
Yeah, but that pass was to Hopkins, and the defender put a lick on Hopkins, and the ball
Yeah,
squirted out.
yeah, it did. Damn it all.
Yeah,
7 minutes and 55 seconds.
that was good defense on that one. That might have
Yeah,
been
it
a
was.
double, like an over under double situation there. But 4th and 3, they're going for it. The McCoy flanked by two guys. Hopkins is in the slot on the left. And he throws behind Dortch. And that's a turnover on downs.
Mm, rough.
Very rough.
It's drunk fans having a time.
I know. Yeah, I think Colt saw that guy like falling near him and he just threw it.
Yeah, he got scared. He could have waited another like step.
They did with Murray, yeah, but Murray's like a crazy fucking runner. They changed the game scheme with
Yeah,
McCoy in, and that messes up the flow achieved in previous weeks. It's hard to build off of it. Yeah, I just think that San Francisco's tough on it's tough to go against their defense, and
yeah.
I don't care who you are, it's gonna be tough, regardless of what you're doing. But yeah,
You got
with
you
Colt
could have one
McCoy,
of the
you
best
you
O
can't really
lines.
have him running around all over the place. You know, can't really do it. But
Yeah, they need him to be serviceable while Kyler's down.
exactly. And there's probably no
And
guarantee he comes back next week.
no, probably not. But besides that one, behind the back throw, I mean, he probably wants that one back.
Yeah.
But I don't see, even if the score was closer, Colt being able to really not just lead a comeback, but to take over.
DeAndre says, I hope Jimmy Ward is okay. Yeah, he went to the locker room. I don't know what happened. But that's what happens, man. You start getting injuries. It's a long season, and now there's an extra game. You know what I mean? Like, if you're a playoff hopeful team and you start
Yeah,
getting injuries, it's like, that's brutal. Like, dude, the Rams were barely injured last year. Hardly any injuries. Like, that's what it takes. You got to be so lucky.
yeah, you got to have all your guys.
And if you don't, you somehow have to like overcome the adversity, and that's really hard to do. Hard Knocks Arizona has been pretty good.
Oh yeah, I bet they got a lot of personalities on that team.
Yeah.
I'm sure between D Hop, Kyler, and of course Watt, he likes soaking up a camera.
They showed the Mexican announcer calling the touchdown. Did you hear it?
Yeah, I'm hearing it now.
He got so excited. My over under is on point right now, even with a Cards field goal. DeAndre says this is a good game. Yeah, it is a pretty good game.
Yeah, this is a good game.
Carolina just, they're moving. They just can't do anything. It's close. Jimmy G throws to, I'm not sure who. Oh, that's Debo. He was pressured, and it looks
I
like
got a flag on the play.
yeah, that might be holding. He was getting pressured in his face. Yeah, that's holding. So that play will not count. And it looked like there was an Arizona Cardinal down, injured.
Excuse me. Just like our the Packers game, it seemed like defensive players kept going down.
Are they
Whether it
out
was on,
for this week?
I haven't even checked.
Hmm.
Um, I was waiting for the end of this game to really delve into what's going on because technically that's the start. Well, I mean, today was really the start of the work week,
Yeah.
depending on who you play for.
So on 1st and 20, Garoppolo checks down to McCaffrey, is that Debo on the side? Getting looks like his calf
Getting some
worked
kind
on.
of weird fun.
He's just smiling while he's like getting the treatment. He's like, "Oh yeah, that feel good." But that's another catch
Is
from McCaffrey. Yeah, now he has what, 5 for 48? Is that right? Oh, that ball was deflected on a pass to number 3. Not sure who that is.
uh
Oh no,
not sure.
McCaffrey now has 6 for 55. But
Hey, look, JJ Watt did something.
yeah, he's
He got a
normally good
finger on
for
the
a
ball.
pass deflection. Yeah, he's normally good for that. And so 3rd and 13 after that incompletion or deflection, I should say. Kittle's in the backfield with McCaffrey. Slot in the right. Kittle chips and then goes into a route. Oh, that ball was almost intercepted. It was intended for Ayuk.
Oh man,
They're gonna have to punt the ball.
that was Wilson. Yeah, good defensive play.
Yeah, he was just sitting on that.
Yeah, he was. I mean, if he'd have been a step to the side, he could have had the best angle on that and gotten it.
Yeah, probably.
But I mean, that surface is slick. It was raining earlier.
Yeah. So the punter kicks it and it's down at about the 11. So Arizona's
Yeah,
gonna have a long way to go. And we're going to commercial. Oh, what's this? This looks like a World War II movie. Devotion.
devotion.
Yeah.
Bunch of good movies coming out. Seems like
Yeah, this looks cool. I love World War II movies. Or just, any like war movies in general. Any kind of realistic
any
war movies. Yeah.
historical reference.
Yeah. But
It's pretty cool. Oh, Popeyes.
oh man, I haven't had Popeyes in forever.
Popeyes is good,
Oh hell yeah.
especially if you got to get the spicy.
Yep.
You can't get the regular. You got to get
Why are
spicy.
you going there if you're not getting the spicy? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
for
go
real.
to
Go to
churches.
your KFC. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
Go to your plain chicken joint. I'll be going to Popeyes.
DeAndre says he loves action movies. Hell yeah, me too. Travis says, anyone have any skin in the World Cup? I don't, but although I missed the game today, and I heard that USA they had a draw, so
Oh shit,
yeah, and they were winning 1-0 at a certain point. But no, I don't I don't
Wales.
I don't know enough about, the national
Wales.
soccer teams to
Wales
bet
came
on it.
back, and that's a big deal. But yeah, I'm not too into it either. But yeah, obviously, we're rooting for USA to go win the thing.
Yeah, I just don't like that whenever the games are like halfway across the world, it's always at a weird time for us here.
Well, yeah, and we already know before it airs what
Right.
happened. Like, there's definitely ways to find out.
Well, they show it live. But that's what I'm saying is like they show it live, but it's on like early in the morning. Mexico national flag football teams.
Hmm, interesting.
Bunch of women. You think we could take them on in flag football, Rob?
Oh, dude, they probably wail on us.
I know they probably would.
They'd probably be screaming at you with Spanish cussing. It would be good.
Well, at least I could understand it. You'd be like, "Hey,
I'd know enough. I'd be like, oh god.
yeah, oh, she's gonna, she's gonna take my beers away." Oh, Colt got stepped on. Ooh, bloody finger. I believe they a Friday. They are Friday. I'm not sure what that means. Oh, Colt goes down, sacked at the 3 yard line, 4 yard line. Wow, it's over. It's over for the poor Cardinals. Oh, play. Yeah, I believe they play Friday. Yeah. They're in the group stage right now. I don't really pay attention to it until the knockout stages. It's interesting to look at the points and like who wins and all that, but I normally just wait until the knockout stages because that's when it matters. But man, honestly, it's nothing but heartache if you're a USA fan. They always disappoint, always. And so McCoy
Too many other
throws underneath to Dortch, gets about 8. That'll at least give the punter some room to kick. But another terrible drive from Arizona. I wonder how different this
yeah.
game would be
Tyler?
with Kyler, yeah, with Murray.
Yeah, it might be a bit closer, but I think the Niner defense would still be trucking down. I don't think they'd be able to getting sacks as easily as they can on McCoy. He's kind of a sitting duck.
Yeah, he'd be running all over the place. And so the return goes beyond the 50 and there's extracurricular activities here. People are pushing each other. There's a congregation there of people, refs. I don't know what's happening. Garoppolo's like, I don't want none of that.
Oh, yeah, always chippiness happens once it gets to this point in the game.
That's true. Where is Danny Gray? I have no idea. Increased third down production for sure. Kyler is always a threat. Yeah. Yeah, because he could scramble and he is a good runner. He looks so funny when he runs though. But he is a good runner. He can make moves and make you look silly.
He just hides behind a lineman or two and then pops out.
Exactly. You can't see him. So Garoppolo's under center and single back. Mitchell's back in there. I guess it's Mitchell's quarter. At least on the runs. When they want to throw it, they've been
Yeah,
going to McCaffrey. But that's a
which
nine
is
yard run.
good. Yeah, hell of a run. Yeah, now they're just going to impose their will on him.
Yeah.
Just flat out shove that thing straight down the middle.
Well, that's a crazy
Go.
stat. Average formation width. Oh, Garoppolo fumbles, but he falls forward. Oh, they blew it dead. It's probably going to be a false start.
Probably better. That
Although,
could have changed the game right there.
but he picked it up and he almost got a first down. Like that could have been good. But it was an illegal snap, so he looks scared when he runs. Yeah, he does. I think he looks funny when he runs. He kind of like
Yeah.
he waddles like when he runs.
He's like, this could be the last time. Oh God, illegal snap.
All right, so it looks like the same formation. No, now it's use check and I form. Toss to Mitchell to the left. Good block by use check. Mitchell's got a lot of room. He's practically to the 20-yard line. Wow.
Damn, big play.
Yep. That's just I form halfback toss right there.
Yeah,
If you play
use
Madden,
checks
you
the
know what
man.
that's all about. Ayuk with the nice block. And then Juszczyk got the corner. Yep, that was just perfect. So it's I form again. Everybody's in tight. This time it's a halfback dive up the middle, but he loses a yard.
Oh
That's going to
shit, run
be
stuff.
2nd and 11. He does waddle. Lol. Fastest penguin ever for real. I'm serious. Like I laugh when he runs because he's like he waddles. It's hilarious. Like he takes these like little baby steps like
But
but
they're extremely fast.
but that's probably because he doesn't want to pull a hammy. So he like that's why he doesn't go like full gazelle stride. Because if he stretches his leg that far back, it's like the hamstring will snap. But shotgun, a pass to McCaffrey, it's a first down. Ooh man, McCaffrey's eating today. Unfortunately, it's not enough for me. That sucks. 7 for 67 now. Jesus.
Yeah, he's finding his niche.
He's one target away from Debo's target. So yeah, he's a weapon out of the backfield for sure. He's gonna make this team very unstoppable. As long as they stay healthy, they're gonna be real good. So McCaffrey is the X receiver on the right. Jennings in the slot to the left, and it's a handoff to Debo. Maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage. That was just a weird play in general right there. I'm not sure what they were doing there. Dude, the sound effects on Kyler scampering should be patented by you. They should have me. They should contact me, and I'll like when they do those like those recap videos at the end of the year. I'll do it. I could do it.
I mean, they have those bad lip reading videos. I don't know why you couldn't have like a
Yeah.
sound effect version of that.
Yeah, those are really good. I don't know if you've seen the Walking Dead ones. Those are pretty funny. But there's an injured Cardinal, right? Is that a Cardinal?
Yeah, number 25.
I'm not sure who that is, but this is probably a injury timeout. That guy's name is Bruns. Oh, I thought it said Brunskill. It's Brunskill. I was like, that would be badass if his name was Brunskill. Like some names
Man,
are
there's
just perfect for football.
T-Mobile is determined to have you remember that show, Scrubs.
I think those two will just do anything for a job at this point, you know?
Well, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And if they get to still be bros, then bonus.
Yeah. So shotgun double slot, and it's gonna go to Ayuk. He breaks a tackle and leaps into the end zone. That's an easy touchdown right there. That's just poor defense.
Yeah, I think they're just kind of letting up at this point.
Yeah, they're ready. Man, Hard Knocks is gonna be brutal.
Oh yeah,
What are the odds that Shanahan gets fired? What would you put it at?
Shanahan.
Yeah. So again, another disappointing season. That's all he's had. Like they made the playoffs one time, but they literally limped into the playoffs, and then they were bounced their first game in the wild card. Remember? Like it's just disappointing season after disappointing season, and that's with fucking Kyler Murray and Kyle
You
Shanahan.
mean? Oh, you mean Kingsbury?
I mean, what?
You said. I thought you said Shanahan. You mean Kingsbury, the Cardinals coach?
Oh yeah. Kingsbury. Yeah. My bad. I got it
No, yeah,
confused.
you're good. You're good. I follow you now.
Yeah, not
I mean,
Shanahan.
dude,
Yeah, they're
it's
gonna be
it's
fine.
on the plate. It's on the plate. You've got all these. He got everything he wanted,
Exactly.
and it's still not really panning out. So that's definitely on the plate. Now whether it happens, we'll see.
There's a lot of guys in danger of being fired this year. I think whether or not they will is a different thing, but there's some people that are on the hot seat. Some owners are definitely a little more patient than others, but dude, I mean that this is it. Like, how many times are you gonna give Kingsbury a chance? Like he just every year they just always disappoint, and Murray for some reason never like gets better. It's like Murray's already at his fucking ceiling.
And it's almost like it's being wasted.
Yeah, and you can't say he doesn't have weapons. You can't say, the one thing you can say is the defense isn't very good. And you're not going to go
Right.
deep into the playoffs without a defense. That's a fact. But you know what? The Chiefs didn't have crazy defenses when they won or when all these years they've been going.
That's
They're
true.
they're good. Travis says, "I'm so glad Jimmy
Yeah.
G put the quarterback controversy to bed early." Well, it's going to be interesting what happens to him after this year. Because I proposed the
Yeah, for
question to
real.
Rob, what if San Francisco wins the Super Bowl? What do you do with Jimmy G? You let him walk, or do you bring him back?
I mean, he'll forever be that QB that brought another Lombardi to the Bay.
Yep. All right, so Arizona after the touchback. That's a pass to Hopkins. That's a short pass though. 4-yard catch maybe. And this looks like it might go down to the end of the third quarter. But they showed us a shot of Trey Lance talking with Garoppolo and somebody else right now.
Was that Lance with all the chains on?
I'm not sure if he had the chains on, but yeah, he was in street clothes, so maybe that was him. False start offense. So we're gonna get one more play. 2 seconds left. Jimmy G deserves a home somewhere good. I wouldn't bet on San Francisco getting rid of him if he actually brings the Super Bowl home. Exactly my point. Like, you wasted 3 draft picks on Trey Lance, and eventually, which this is like, okay, nobody wants to admit they're wrong ever,
No.
especially GMs. They never want to admit they're wrong, and they would rather run the organization to the ground than be wrong. They will not admit it. And so,
Circuit Jerry Jones.
for real. And so, they gave up 3 first round picks to Miami. Miami turned those into Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, and Tua. Oh no, 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 and some a defender. And then they turned those picks into more. Like, if you look at everything that Miami has gotten from those picks, there's no reason why, or it explains why Miami is so good now. And so,
Yeah, sure.
but yeah, like at a certain point, you have to ask yourself, like if you're the GM of the 49ers, who is he? He's that safety, isn't he? The former safety. What's his name? Damn it, I can't remember his name. Cardinals haven't been a serious contender since I started watching in '95. Maybe a slight chance when they had burnt out Warner. Yeah, that I mean when they had Warner, they did have a chance, but unfortunately for them, Pittsburgh Pittsburgh came in and took it away from them. That was their opportunity. John Lynch, there you go. Good job, DeAndre. John Lynch will not admit he's wrong. Ronnie Lott, he will not admit he's wrong for trading up for Trey Lance. Like, you had Jimmy Garoppolo signed under contract and you traded up for another quarterback. But not only that, you gave away 3 fucking picks. 3 first round picks. That's crazy. And so the job was Lance's, but then he broke his foot, and that's why Garoppolo is the starter this year. Like, I really wish I knew where this team would be if Lance never got hurt. Like, how good would they be if Lance never got hurt? How good would Lance be doing? Because it's another wasted year for Lance. He only played what, two games in his rookie year. He only played 2 games this year, and that's not enough to know if he's a quarterback. It's really not.
He's going to be your guy, your franchise guy.
I mean, they have to because they invested so much into him. It's called the sunk cost fallacy. It's like you've already put so much into it, you have to keep putting more into it. So that's why I proposed the question, because what if Garoppolo does win the Super Bowl? Then what do you do? Then he'll have to admit he was wrong.
Yeah.
And he'll have to get rid of Lance. Right, but Lance looks ready to go. I agree with you. I think Lance looks ready. And it's unfortunate that he was in like those rainy games and then he broke his foot in the next game. So we didn't get to see what he was going to do. And so all I can say is like, well, maybe in the off season he'll be ready to go during OTAs and all that shit, and maybe he'll be ready by next year, but we won't know until we see it. And if they don't bring back Garoppolo, then absolutely he's going to be the guy. I didn't realize Lance broke his foot. Dang, that's rough. Yeah, he broke his ankle. But Bosa with a roughing the passer penalty, that's going to help Arizona, even though they're down by 21 with 14:40 to go.
Yeah.
But they are near midfield at the 46. It's shotgun. There's a man in the slot to the left. Connor's flanking Colt. They blitzed him, and Connor did a good job picking him up. Colt is running. He gets taken down, but there was also a flag thrown. I think that might be holding. He'll
Yeah,
probably,
more than likely.
yeah, he'll probably decline that penalty to keep the sack. But man, Colt looked so slow on that one.
Yeah.
Like he was trying to run for his life, and he almost fell because he tried to run so fast.
Yeah, it's almost not even fair.
Yeah, it's not. Poor Colt, man. DeAndre,
Cheers
your
to the
name is
fourth
so
quarter.
close to great wide receiver for the Texans, Andre Johnson. Yeah, for real, man. When I first saw it, I was like, "What? Andre Johnson is in here?" But then it was DeAndre.
Yeah. Had to do a double take.
Yeah, I did. Oh, that was a little bubble screen to Dortch, and that almost picks up a first down. It's going to be fourth and short. 13:30 to go. 4th and 4. And at
Go
this point, might as well
go
go for it.
for it.
Yeah, might as well go for it. Let Hopkins get more points. Who cares?
Yeah. Yeah, that was a nifty little play to give you a shot.
Yes.
Did you see that
Oh,
one miserable? There was one miserable Cowboys fan in the stands,
really?
and just sitting there with his jacket on over his jersey.
That was a pass over the middle of the field, but the defender got a hand on it. Could have been intercepted. That was a bad throw. Very bad throw. He threw into coverage. So it's going to commercial break. That's the 13:10 to go.
Fourth
DeAndre says,
quarter.
"I'm glad to see Greenlaw." Yeah, yeah, he's good. But yeah, we're in the fourth quarter. The game is. I mean, there's still a lot of game to go, man. I wonder if.
The Niners make it feel like it's about to be night time for the Cardinals. If they don't have some miraculous turnover, and they can't let any more points go on the board
Yeah, for real.
if they want to make a comeback. It is do or die time.
Yep. But this game kind of has been. It was okay at first, and then now it's just gotten really out of hand. You'd like to see Arizona like do something, but it seems like they're paying a little more attention to Hopkins now, and then he has to throw elsewhere, and it's like it's just not there. It's not. It's not. It's not there. Travis says I'm heading to work for the night. Good game, guys. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Travis.
Have a good shift, bro.
Yeah, you have a good one, and we'll see you on Thursday. And if not, have a happy Thanksgiving. Exactly. Happy says happy Thanksgiving to everyone.
Hey, hey.
Yeah, DeAndre says be safe. But are you cooking anything, Rob, or no? You leave that to everyone else?
The wife is, and I had the important job of getting the charcuterie board,
Oh,
and I'm going to make sure my niece, who also is in charge of such things, gets the salmon, and I will do the meats and cheeses and shit.
DeAndre
That's what.
asks who plays Thursday. The first
Well,
game
you
is
got
the
to,
Bills at Lions.
which yeah, I mean, could be a good game, but we're kind of looking at Josh Allen possibly going off.
Yeah. And then the second one is Giants at Cowboys.
Probably the best one of the day.
Yeah, and then the nightcap is Patriots Vikings.
And I don't know if the Vikings can lay an egg 2 times in a row.
Well, I think the Vikings are better than the Patriots.
Oh, big
So,
time. That's what I'm
so,
saying. I think this is a get right moment for them.
but it should be a good game either way. I don't think they're miles ahead, but they are
No,
better.
no, Belichick's not going to roll over, but they're not going to be able to keep up. If Jefferson gets rolling, they start getting hockey poo the ball, which I know you missed this week.
Yeah. I mean, nobody did anything for the Vikings really. But
Yeah,
DeAndre
it's true.
says he loves watching the parade. Yeah, dude. I usually watch it with my family too, at least until football, and then
Yeah, it's what you do in the morning with whether there's kids or not. Like you just like you put that on and just kind
yeah,
of lounge,
exactly. Just have it
drink,
there and
drink,
do your thing.
drink a glass of orange juice.
But so we missed a play. I think that was to McCaffrey, and he got maybe a couple yards. Mitchell's in
Yeah, you got
now.
a couple.
Now Mitchell
I
goes
think
off the field,
Buda Baker got in on another tackle there.
but McCaffrey's back in. Ayuk, Debo, and Jawan come back in, so it's three wide and 3rd and 2. So who knows what this play call is? It's probably a handoff. I don't think they're trying to.
Now you can play action here. I
True.
could see a play action happening, but they're not. They're doing something simple for the first down. Yeah, that is Lance with all those chains on. That's hilarious.
Oh, Debo breaks a tackle fighting with like four dudes. They struggle to get him down. But he does pick up the first down, so it's 11:30 to go.
Hard dude to tackle.
Yeah, he bobbled that ball a couple times. Yeah,
Yeah,
they could not get him down, dude. Oh my
no,
goodness.
they're wore out, dude. The Cardinals defense is feeling this. They're
Un
they're thinking like, hey, I thought it was only like 3 minutes to go. There's 11 minutes to go. Shit.
Debo comes back onto the sideline and he's laying on the ground. That gang tackle must have gotten him injured. So it's I form to McCaffrey. Gets about 3. McCaffrey has 103 scrimmage yards. Wow. That's what he does.
That's a good night.
So let's see. The first game starts at 11:30. So I probably won't um, start at that time because that's around the time we're eating.
No, you can
So
do the second half or
yeah, when I get
whatever
home,
that goes.
I'll just start whenever I get home, and then Kittle catches the ball in the flat, wide open, and he's still going. He's gonna score again. Oh my god! Nobody could get
Oh
him.
my god!
Oh my goodness! Down the sideline, nobody
If you
did anything.
if you start a Kittle tonight, you're a happy dude.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow, that's ridiculous. So Garoppolo has 3 touchdowns now. Or sorry,
Solid.
four. 4 touchdowns.
That's solid performance for him, dude. I mean, solid. Yeah, it just seems like the Cardinals are gassed, dude.
Yeah, for
Like there
real.
are multiple dudes around the ball, but they just don't have the extra effort to go one more yard to hit his ass out of bounds.
Wow, 38-10. 28-point lead. What can you do, man? Poor Colt. poor Cardinals. It's over.
Yeah, and they still got to go out there for another 10 minutes. What do you do? Just run the ball? They got to try.
They do have to try, but I don't know, man. They're just not. I don't know. It's just sometimes you're just outmatched. That's all it is.
Yeah,
George
it's just not sure they pack it in.
DeAndre says George Kittle's a beast, dude. I mean, if he starts playing like this, oh, they're gonna be like pretty much unstoppable. Like, how do you stop all their weapons? How do you stop Debo going into the backfield? How do you stop McCaffrey from going out of the backfield? How do you stop Mitchell running the ball? How do you stop fucking Ayuk? How do you stop, like they just have too many weapons.
Yeah, you're gonna have to be making plays just as often as you can. It doesn't matter. Like you got to play straight up. You're gonna get fucking beat because there's no way to fucking double the right guy every time. You never know which way they can go, especially with McCaffrey now, dude. It's ridiculous. It's such a fucking smart move by them.
Yeah. Yeah, for real. And by not giving him all the carries on the ground, you're preserving him. So I don't like it for fantasy, but at least in terms of what the 49ers are doing, it's a smart move. DeAndre says, and the 49ers play the Cardinals last game of the season. Oh, Seth's here. How do you stop the 49ers? Trade for the shroom throwing savior. Hey, but he'd have weapons to throw to.
Hey, Seth.
So 10:08 to go. Cardinals get the ball at the 25. Poor bastards. It's like watching the Texans. Actually, the Texans don't lose this bad. They only lose by 7 or 10. But, I can't wait for the playoffs, dude. Like, this is going to be good.
I mean, it's coming up
It's
fast.
coming up, dude. It's like every year I fucking say it all the time. Like, season's almost over.
Yeah, I mean, we're at that crucial. Thanksgiving's it.
Yeah, we're going to be week 12, man. Jesus. He says, so Murray isn't the savior tonight. Nah, man. He pulled his hammy. Pulled his hammy.
What is this?
It's his second missed game. So I missed the play because I was getting a beer.
McSorley.
Oh, they pulled McCoy? No
Yeah,
way.
get him out.
Wow.
Get him out of there.
Get the hay out of here. Um. Well, yeah, that was that completed?
He ran the ball straight up the middle. That was completed. Yes.
Oh, is that McBride? Yeah, that's McBride. All right. So yeah, DeAndre reiterates Murray is out. Seth asks, so who do you got in the playoffs? Well, I think Seattle's gonna take a dive. I think San Francisco will win the West. I think Tampa will win the South. I'm pretty sure Philly will win the East,
Yeah,
and I'm pretty sure the Vikings will win the North. And then as far as the wild cards, I think
we got the Cowboys and Giants sitting pretty.
yeah, probably the Cowboys. The Giants might drop out.
They
Washington
could.
has a chance. Shit, I mean, as crazy as this might sound, even Green Bay is still in it.
Long shot, but
It's a
they'll
long
try for
shot,
it.
yeah. It's a long shot. It's a very low percentage chance, but mathematically you're not eliminated. So
Nope.
until that happens,
Fight on.
exactly. But what needs to happen is you need to win this weekend. Who do y'all play?
The Eagles.
Oh shit! Is it in
Yeah.
Philadelphia or in Green Bay?
I can't remember. I hope it's in Green Bay, but I think it's in Philly.
Oh man. Well, I'll tell you what. If you can win that, everybody will
It'd be
like
something.
everybody will jump back on. You know what I mean? Like everybody will be like, Rogers is the best.
Except for Seth.
True. True. That's
But that,
true though.
but that's fine.
That's okay. We all don't have to agree on everything.
Yeah, we encourage individuality here.
Yeah. So we missed a couple plays. I think I don't know what's been going on, but he throws that one away because he got pressured. Kind of got a little jittery in the pocket there. Seth says
A little
McCoy is
thrown
still
off, but
playing. I thought he was playing in some Chinese indoor farm team, dude. Yeah, he's been the backup here in Arizona for a while now. 2, 3 years, I think. Before tonight, he was 3-1 as a starter in Arizona, but now he's gonna take a loss. So
yeah, he's gonna take this loss.
yeah, so
McSorley's in there now. The Colts not going to finish the game.
yeah.
Ooh, the Cardinals got the Chargers next.
Oh, they'll lose that.
Yeah.
Chargers will win. And yeah, Detroit. So Detroit plays the Bills. What if Detroit wins that game, dude? The Bills have not been playing very well. I mean, they did better on Sunday, but these last
And
few
what's
weeks
crazy is
collectively, it hasn't
that
been good.
they just played that game that they just won at Detroit.
That's true. And it will be in Detroit, right? On
Yep.
Thanksgiving. They always have the home game.
Yep.
So they're gonna feel comfortable there.
I would think so. A lot of people were asking, would they just stay? But I mean, not. I wouldn't think so. If the snow had dissipated enough, you'd want to go home. It's the holidays.
Yeah, but like what you're only gonna go home for like 2 days.
Yeah.
A day maybe.
Really, that's probably like one of the shorter flights ever.
And
I don't
DeAndre
think.
says about time seeing Mason. Oh, what the hell was that? Purdy. He's Purdy.
So I guess everybody's just kind of
He tried handing it off to
waving it
the
in.
wrong way.
Yeah, to nobody.
Oh, that was
He was
good.
handing it off to me.
Yeah,
He was handing it off to me.
that was good. Hey, he's a backup, you
Thank you,
know.
Purdy.
He's not used to that. But yeah, all the backups are in. um, I form on 2nd and 1, I think, and he's short of it. Is Purdy in? Yes, Purdy is in.
And he's awful Purdy.
Yeah, he's got pretty teeth. 4th and 1. I thought it was second down. So yeah, he was short, and yeah, just punt it away. There's no reason to go for it. 6 minutes left. We'll just enjoy the rest of the game and talk with the chat.
Yeah, burn up the middle of the field here is what they're fixing to do. Make it to whoever's playing soccer on this field is pissed off.
Seth says, "You got a pretty mouth, boy. Squeal like a pig."
That was a terrible movie.
Yeah, Deliverance. Oh my God, he's returning the punt. They're at the 35. That's good. That's Dortch with the good punt return.
Hey, no quit.
Oh, but there's a flag.
Oh, of course there fucking is.
It's probably holding. Here comes the ref. Oh, it's blocking the
Yeah, he could
back.
have gone too.
Blocking the
And
back.
the punter's the one who fucking douched him. Oh well. At
Yeah,
least it was exciting for a
yeah. I
second.
just want to see them score. Like, just get a score. Like, come on. Where was the block in the back? I didn't see it. Oh yeah, the punter.
Yeah, they're not gonna,
The punter lowered his head to try to get him out of there. That was pretty good. Good job, punter. Pat
yeah,
McAfee's standing up somewhere, applauding.
yeah. He's excited. If he's still awake.
McCaffrey with his helmet still on, like, can I go back in?
Yeah. Wait, what?
Like,
No.
bro, take your helmet off. You're done.
This never happens to me. We play.
Maybe he just doesn't want to be seen. So that was a handoff up the gut. Ingram gets a nice run. Yeah, San Francisco's just backing off. They're like, all right, we'll let you get some yardage. Make you feel
Yeah, this
okay.
garbage time 3.0. Yeah, that was a nice run, but
Another run, but this time the damn linebacker gets in there and fucks him up. Oh my god, that was like a gain of 1-0. Okay, so continue the Heineken conversation. Not Dak as a comp. Instead, he is the same as Daniel Jones. Yeah, okay, that's a very good comp. Doing well because team
yeah,
is decent, team wins, but the quarterback gets the hype. True. I agree with you on that one 100%.
we'll take that stuff.
Dortch with a catch. 4.5 to go. They might get a score here. The way they're moving, although it is 3rd down, they could fuck it all up right here. But yeah, Daniel Jones, dude, that's another good. I'm glad you brought that up. What happens to Jones? Do you think they bring him back?
Or do they go new?
I mean, they could
Like
get a
probably.
rookie. They could probably sign him to a cheap deal because he's not that good. It's like we don't want to sign you to like a huge contract, so
We'll get a
come
3 or something.
yeah, we'll give you like 50 million for like 3 seasons, or like a 1 year $10 million deal or some shit like that. DeAndre says these new helmets look good. Yeah, dude. Everybody's like, cause they can change the color of the helmets now. Like I feel like that adds so much
Yeah, it
to
makes it look better.
uniforms. Yeah, it really does. And I feel like they should do like way more like color matching. Like you could do anything you want with them. Belichick doesn't care anymore. Yeah. We will see where OBJ goes after Thanksgiving. That's true. He said he wanted to sign before December. So there's only 1 week after. So dude, I don't know, man. The Giants just lost Wandale Robinson. Before that happened, I would have said you were crazy if you went to the Giants. But now that they lost him, that could be an option. He could go to the Giants. I also think the Cowboys would be a good spot. Like, dude, OBJ with that attention there, I feel like that's what he likes. He likes being in the spotlight.
Yeah, he's a little bit of a diva.
So far, I heard Cowboys. Yeah, I think the Cowboys are the best place he could go now. But the thing is like, what if he picks Buffalo because they're a better team technically? The thing
They
is,
have
you,
the
you
one.
go to AFC, every single playoff game is gonna be a battle. Like, dude, all of them. In the NFC, you might not get that. Like, you might face Detroit or Washington or Atlanta. I'm waiting for Belichick to start talking crazy shit in these last years. So Kraft has a team of hookers, right, dude? Yeah, for real. I like how he gets caught at like with hookers at a massage parlor and nothing happens.
Yeah, he's the OG Crosby, and nobody cares.
Yeah, for real. But 2:40 to
Uh,
go, second and 11,
they're
and the Cardinals are
in the
close,
red.
close to scoring. Yeah, they're pretty close. Come on, Cardinals, just get a score. At this point, I just want them to score. Like, fuck it, let them feel good about themselves. So it's a bunch formation to the left, empty backfield and shotgun. He throws to the right, way out of bounds. Surprised Kraft wasn't on Epstein Island with Deshaun Watson and Ime Udoka and the kid from the Spurs. That's a good one.
Very well could have been.
Yeah, but he's white, so he'll get out of that shit. And he's an owner. He's a billionaire. You know, Watson is. I mean, he's a rich ass man, but he's a quarterback. There's a huge difference
Yeah,
between a quarterback and an owner. Oh, the ball's
he's easier
picked off in the
target.
end zone. That was a
Dum dum dum
terrible throw.
dum.
Terrible throw.
Well,
Kraft learned everything he knows from drinking with Cosby. Absolutely. DeAndre says, "Wow, nice pick." Yeah, that was just a terrible throw, dude. He was trying to throw to the guy in the corner, and he like lasered that in like a bullet. Like, dude, you got to put some touch on that.
yeah, if you could say there was such a thing as a dagger, I guess that was it.
That's Womack's first pick. Well, congratulations to Womack.
Welcome to the bigs.
Womack the third. Oh yeah,
I mean, he
he's a rookie.
definitely got,
Fifth
he
round
got an
pick.
easy one.
Wow.
That's like a dream as a defender to see a ball float to you like that. Like, oh, hey, come here.
Yeah. What's crazy is that happened to Petrie on the Texans against the fucking the Commanders, and he dropped two interceptions. He dropped them.
Oh, damn.
Yep. And it's like they were. Well, I don't want to say they were easy, but like he could have had two interceptions. He just dropped them, and it's like, oh my god. Wait though, was it the Clippers owner who got nailed for his hooker mistress? Yeah, didn't she like turn on him or something? Can't keep all these sports perverts straight. Yeah, dude, there's
He,
too many of them.
he was being a bigot. He was being racist, and she
She
put what he was
recorded them,
saying out
right?
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that was his get. Dan Snyder was encouraging himself and whoever else to have at the cheerleaders and embezzling money.
Yeah, man, when you're like that rich, I feel like the power gets to you and like I don't know, it makes you think that you can do anything you want. Like
Well,
even a guy like Watson, like who I mean, yeah, he's a quarterback, he has some power, but it's like he thought he could do whatever the hell he wanted. You know what I mean? Like imagine a billionaire that owns a goddamn team, made his money like in some other fashion, some other business. Like, dude, that goes to your head. You just think you could do whatever you want. And nobody else matters.
yeah, nobody can touch you.
That's a scary thing. But yeah, it's a shame that that those people are like that. Fuck it. So Virginia canceled another game. Oh damn.
Yeah, it's a pretty big deal, man. A lot of people are mourning that up here. It's always sad when senseless shit happens.
Yep, that's true, man. What the hell? How did the Cardinals have 314 yards?
It just happened on this last drive.
Like what? That makes no sense. Damn, Greg Dortch 9 for
Yeah,
103.
yeah, dude. The Virginia Tech Virginia game is a big deal for this state, but I think that was mutual on Tech's side too. Not just because they're terrible this year at football, but just out of respect for the fact that a lot of those guys know each other on both of those teams because both colleges tend to pick a lot of dudes from in-state talent pools. Typically, the Hampton Roads area is where all our best football players come from, and baseball comes from Goochland, circa Justin Verlander, probably the most recent
So Seth
best example.
says these owners don't care. Sport teams are a toy to play with, no investment. The Vikings owner bounced last game for a hunting trip. Oh, hey, we got a new chatter. Val's the GOAT. Welcome. Rashad White, Gabe Davis, or Tua. Who wins? Ooh. I mean, if you need a quarterback, I would do it.
Yeah,
I would definitely do that if you need a quarterback. And hopefully you have enough depth. But honestly, Rashad White, I mean, he's splitting with Fournette. And Davis only has like 28 catches. So it's not like either one of those guys are really lighting it up. And Tua, the last few games, has been. So I would do it, Vals. Definitely. I heard Tech games
yeah,
are insane.
they are.
Enter
I've
Sandman.
I've been I've been to one good one years ago. It was pre-Inter Sandman, but still was insane then because people still went insane. Saw Michael Vick run all over Temple in 2000. I don't even remember this, like 50 something, I'm sure, to 7. But Blacksburg is an insane football town. My
DeAndre
brother
said,
actually,
go ahead, continue.
well, no, I was going to say, it's crazy how, like, it used to be, like, super competitive, but now it's kind of fallen off because of coaching change. But that's how it goes. That's the cycle of college football.
Oh, hey, the game ended.
Yeah, they were they were cashing in.
4 and
But yeah,
7 Cardinals. Poor bastards. Another wasted season. So I didn't know Tua has a younger brother. Yeah, he does. Seth says depends on who Tua's system is playing. You know what? That's true. But I think he has enough weapons that he's a borderline. Well, I wouldn't even say a borderline. I'd say a back end QB1. And if you need a quarterback, I would definitely trade White and Davis for Tua. But he says I'm 5 and 6. Geno, Russ, Saquon, Najee, Sutton, Gabe, Higby, Hurst, Zeke, Marquise Brown, Hollywood, Christian Watson, Rashad, Pacheco, Slayton. Well, Saquon and Najee are your starters. Najee, I think Najee had like 29 this last week, and Jalen Warren got hurt, so I think he's a start now. Geno is doing okay. Russ is not. Higby and Hurst, I think Hurst is the better option. You never know what's going to happen with the Rams. And then Zeke as your flex, that kind of scares me. Marquise Brown, when he gets healthy, you could do that. Watson is coming on strong these last 2 weeks. You could do that also.
yeah,
So I feel like you're trading two bench players. Well, I mean, I don't want to say Gabe's a bench player, but he's like a flex play or like a wide receiver 3, wide receiver 2. So it's like you can start Slayton or Watson or Marquise over Gabe. So it's like I would do it, man. I would absolutely do it. DeAndre says, I believe he plays for Maryland. Oh, you're talking about Tua's brother? I think so. You could put anyone in Miami and win. That's true. They are loaded. Saturday could play
Yeah.
quarterback in Miami and win.
Jeff Saturday can't do everything,
I don't know
so
about that. That might be too much. What about Colt
I guess you
McCoy in
got
Miami? Could you do that?
to. Yeah, would that work?
But I would do it, Vals.
Some of us would question.
I mean, think about it. You're 5-6. Like, what do you have to lose? You know what I mean? Like you're just gonna lose or do something and hope you win. Or you can do nothing and be like, "Oh, I wish I would have made the trade." In my opinion, you have to try something. You can't just expect it to change. So I would do it. I would say yes. Did you see Sean
No, I don't
Payton on the herd today? I did not. What did he
know.
say?
Did he say something fun?
DeAndre says
Or
Jimmy
Jimmy
G
G in Miami?
in Miami. Oh, but they're not gonna get rid of Tua.
That nah.
Val says Gabe is my wide receiver 2 right now. I don't know. Tua might be food or trash. Yeah, but if you look at his numbers the last 3 games, like he's been playing better. And I'm pretty hard on Tua. Rob knows this.
Yeah, he
Um,
is.
but I would take a chance on him in fantasy. Absolutely. Considering you have Russ, like dude, you have Russ. He's like unplayable. He's unrosterable. Why haven't you cut him? Swavy JP is back. Just offered T. Higgins, Jeff Wilson, and Rashad White for Jonathan Taylor. Whoa. You know what? That's a good trade.
Go,
I would do that.
go
Absolutely.
for it. Punch it in.
They kept pushing to see where he would coach. And what did he say? Oh, Peyton said Broncos or Vegas.
Oh man,
Damn.
Vegas would be.
I would do that. Yeah, I think Vegas would be better.
Vegas would be it.
Yeah. But
But
dude,
I
but
don't see
Denver
them
has a
doing it.
better defense though. And maybe better weapons. But you'd be dealing with Russell Wilson and apparently everybody hates him.
Yeah, dude, this all is out of nowhere.
Yeah.
You would have thought he was a great guy until recent.
Seth says Vegas would be a shit show to watch him clean house. That's true. And if anyone can do it, it's Sean Payton.
Oh yeah,
So Luke Mastronardi, new chatter. What's up, buddy? Got offered this: trade away Higbee, Palmer, Foreman, and Patterson for Hawk and Ayuk. No, I wouldn't do that.
uh-uh.
Honestly, I think you're talking about Joshua Palmer. I'm assuming. Joshua Palmer is, dude. He had like 30 points, and it looks like Mike Williams re-aggravated his ankle. Keenan Allen
Yeah,
might be
Uncle Mike
back,
thinks that.
but I don't know, man. Higby isn't really worth much. Patterson, without the return, he had like 7 points, and Foreman probably isn't. Well, okay. Well, yeah. The only thing that I would say is Palmer is the best guy that you'd be getting rid of. If you're not starting him, that means you have better players. And if you're gonna get an upgrade at tight end, and you believe in Hawkinson, then do it. Because yeah, like Patterson hasn't done much. Higby without Stafford, and Foreman to me kind of is a fade now. So yeah, okay. If they're all bench players, then that seems okay. The thing is Ayuk is gonna be, he gets very few targets, but he caught 2 touchdowns on 2 catches. You know what I mean? Like that's very lucky. So you never know with him, but Hawkinson is an upgrade for you. And but yeah, do it, Luke. Do it then. If they're just backups, then fucking yeah, trade for starters. Peyton is used to dealing with veterans, Russell in mind. Luke's or here yeah, he's not starting any of those. DeAndre says Brandon's not going anywhere. Allen is back. Seth says so Peyton takes Vegas, would he drop Carr? Yeah, I think you have to get rid of Carr. Carr is like he's steady and consistent, but he like
It,
it doesn't matter. You're not gonna do anything
something's
with him.
something's not right there.
Should I trade
And
Saquon? Tra-
no,
no, I don't know about that. He did have a bad week, but dude, don't panic and trade him just because he had a bad week.
yeah, that's not a sell moment.
Yeah, Luke says I have Mahomes, Kamara, Pollard, D Hop, Lamb, Higbee, one flex, Zeke, or any of those guys. I see. Or DJ Moore or Rashad White at flex. And then Seth says trade Saquon for Pollard. That that doesn't sound too crazy because Pollard is a monster, but he is competing
He's
with
having a
Elliott.
year.
I don't know, man. Saquon's a top 3 guy. He just had a
Yeah,
bad week. That's all. Don't panic on that shit.
still hold.
Yeah, I would hold him. And damn, Luke. That's a pretty good team. Yeah, but dude, like Higbee hasn't been doing anything recently, so yeah, if you can get Hawkinson, that's an upgrade. And honestly, the trade deadline's coming up, so you might want to look how you can upgrade your team, and if that's the only way you can do it, I would do it. Look at the Cowboys' schedule versus Giants' schedule. Go with Pollard. Let me see that because I have Saquon. Okay, yeah. So Dallas is 28th against running backs. Washington 26th. Philly 14th. Washington 26th. Minnesota 25th. Indy 10th. Philly 14th. I'll agree with you that the Dallas game will be tough. Washington will be tough. But Minnesota literally just let the Cowboys destroy them at running back. Indianapolis is not tough. Philly is not that tough. At least not on the ground. Their defense is great. It's just they're weakest against the run. But yeah, that's a good point, Seth. Should I do that trade above and start Pollard and Zeke? So if one does good, I get all the points. Nah, I wouldn't do that. Cubs out though, which makes me wonder about Higbee. Yeah, dude, Higbee is unstartable right now. Stafford
Yeah,
is in concussion protocol.
it's gonna be famine time in Rams land.
But let's see. Let me look at Pollard. So Pollard plays the Giants, who are 29th against the run. Indianapolis is 10th. Houston's first. Jacksonville's 9th. Philly's 14th. And this is crucial. Dallas plays Tennessee and Washington the last 2 weeks of the season. It really depends when your finals are. They're 27th and 26th against the run. So they both have tough schedules. Luke says, "You right, you right. Yeah, yeah." Do you still have McCaffrey? I do. Bro, imagine if Zeke wasn't in the picture, Pollard would be top 10, no quit. Dude, he'd be top 5. He'd be
Yeah,
he'd be crazy.
it's
Um,
no joke.
yeah, Pollard would be nuts. But dude, I think Pollard's a free agent. And Elliott signed for like what, 5 more years or 4? Like I think he signed until 2026. So it's
Yeah,
like, what are you gonna do?
well, there's not much they can do. That's a hard can to kick down the road. It's different when you do that with like a receiver and quarterback situation, but a running back on top of a running back who you're already paying a bunch of money to, that's hard.
Yeah,
And it's
for
even
real.
harder that they might have to watch him leave.
Yeah, he says also I need to trade away Kamara and D Hop because of the buys. Who should I target? I wouldn't trade D Hop, dude. He just had 18 points tonight in a game where they did nothing offensively,
Yeah.
and he's giving you 18. I would just take the hit during the bye, and then you'll have him in the playoffs.
Yeah.
As far as Kamara, if they put Winston back in the lineup, Winston will not throw to Kamara. I would be more willing to trade Kamara than D Hop. But if fucking Dalton continues playing,
Check down
oh,
city.
oh, you're not making the playoffs, trying not to get last. Is this a dynasty league or is this a redraft league? And do you guys pay out? Oh, or do you guys have like a 4-7 redraft league? Oh, currently 4-7 redraft league. Okay. Do you get
Okay.
punished if you're last place? Is that it? Do you become like the beer bitch or something, or the sticker bitch?
Do they shove you in a dog kennel and squirt you with ketchup and mustard?
Punishment is a buzz cut. Damn.
Yeah,
Rob
that's
would
pretty rough.
Rob would love that.
Yeah, no, we wouldn't be doing that.
Swavy P says I'm trying to trade Lamar plus Pierce for Mahomes. Oh, you're gonna need to trade more than that. Jeff Wilson and Higgins for Jonathan Taylor. I think it's gonna take more than that also. And AJ Brown and White for Walker. I think you could get away with AJ Brown and White selling out for championship. Hey, it doesn't hurt to put the feelers out.
Yeah.
Seth says I'd take Jim Kelly over over Winston even now, aka Mr.
Yeah.
Interception. But dude, but the thing about Winston is he YOLOs balls downfield. So
He
if
he can't help himself.
exactly, so like he will never throw underneath to Kamara. That's what I'm saying. Like as long as Dalton keeps starting, Dalton knows he's not going to throw the ball downfield, so he will throw to Kamara. So as long as Dalton's starting, Kamara's value's up, and if he's not starting, then his value's down. But yeah, the trade deadline is this weekend, so you got to get your shit in. Dalton is praying to stay in the NFL. Dude, he had a good game on Sunday.
I'll be right back.
All right. Dalton did good this week. Let me see. Dalton had 25 in my league. He had 260 yards, 3 touchdowns. That's pretty damn good. Before Lamb went crazy that week, I traded Pittman Jr. and Wilson Jr. Picked up Wilson Jr. from waivers for Lamb. Well, no, Lamb is a good option. The thing is when you destroy a team like they did against Minnesota, there's no need to throw the ball a lot, especially when Pollard is catching like long ass runs and they're running up the score like, you know what I mean? But that's not gonna happen every game. I think Lamb is a good guy to acquire. Absolutely. I think you did good on that one. Besides Pittman Jr. like I think he's good, but Matt Ryan, I just don't like Matt Ryan. I trust Dak more than Ryan. Let's put it that way. You're right. Don't want to risk interceptions and stuff. Exactly. It's just good play calling. McCarthy's actually, or actually, he doesn't even call the plays. It's fucking the hell's that guy's name? I don't even know the damn coordinator's name. I'm still in McCaffrey purgatory. Dude, he did good today. Let's see, what did he score today? No, he scored 17.6 again. That's not bad. That's not exactly McCaffrey numbers, but that's pretty good. Do you think Pierce is a good sell at this point? Maybe Pierce and Rashad White for Walker. Damian Pierce, yeah, I know who you're talking about. Damian Pierce was going up against Washington's defensive line, which is one of the best of the league. That's why he didn't have any points. But yeah, like Washington gives up the 26th fewest fantasy points to running backs, and he had 3.7 points. But next week he plays Miami, which is 18th against running backs. Then Cleveland, which is second against running backs. Then Dallas, which is 28th. Then Kansas City, which is 7th. Then Tennessee, which is 27th. But against Tennessee earlier in the season, he had 14.1. And then week 17 and 18, which are the playoffs in mine, they go up against the 9th and 10th. So you know what? He has good matchups. He has bad matchups. It just really depends, man. Like if you can swing him and try to get something for him, I would do it. Jeff was good. Yeah. My trade deadline is yours is 11:30. Okay, yours is even further back than mine. Do I keep D Hop and Kamara for another week then? Yeah, I would. I would. I would definitely keep D Hop no matter what.
Yes.
Yeah, D Hop. D Hop is I don't know if you do a PPR league, but D Hop in a PPR league, these are his point totals: 20.3, 33.9, 13.6, 19.8, and 18.1. That's not a guy I want to trade away. Full PPR league, yeah. I mean, dude, he's averaging like over 20 a game. If you're gonna trade him, you better get back a lot. That's all I'm saying. Seth says Ryan had his shot in Atlanta after that Super Bowl. They should ship him off to the Vietnam League, dude. That's where it went downhill. Like
Yep.
Atlanta still hasn't recovered from that damn hangover. And now they're so scared to fucking throw the ball. Like, dude, Atlanta and Kyle Pitts. Did you hear about that, Rob? Kyle Pitts
No, what that?
he tore his MCL.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he's done.
Well,
Poor bastard. Who should I target for D Hop? Who should I target for Kamara? Well, for D Hop, dude, honestly, D Hop is a wide receiver one, man. You need to get back a wide receiver one, or if you want to get a different uh position, I would get a running back. Or if you need a quarterback, go after a quarterback. But the thing is like D Hop is so good, you need to get back somebody that's at least averaging 20, at
yeah.
least.
Because otherwise you're willingly giving away.
Yeah, you're giving away 20 points at wide receiver. And with Kamara, I'm not sure how well Kamara's doing. Let me check. Let me check Kamara real quick. So Kamara's ranked 46 in my league. His stats are 7-0, 7-0, but that was with Winston. Then 23, 18, 17, 42, 9, 7, 12. Kamara's schedule is very, very favorable at the end of the year. When is your oof? But he plays San Francisco next week and then Tampa Bay, and those two teams are very tough against the run. And then he has a bye week 14, and then week 15 to 18 he faces favorable matchups. All four are very favorable. But if you're gonna get Kamara, or if you're gonna trade Kamara, you probably won't get a lot for him. And you're gonna have to trade him to someone that needs a running back. So look at the teams on your league. Target somebody that is going to make the playoffs that needs a running back, and to tell them, hey, do you want Kamara? What can you offer me? You know what I mean? Because if you just start offering them to people that don't need running backs, chances are they're not going to accept the trade. But I'm not opposed to trading Kamara. But I would definitely keep D Hop. So let's just say for Kamara, you can probably get. I mean, it really just depends, dude. Like, I don't know, man. This might be crazy to say, but Najee Harris is kind of coming on strong. He's had back-to-back games of solid play. It looks like Pickett is not really throwing interceptions anymore. Like, yeah, he's still a rookie, but he was throwing lots of picks early.
Not so
Niner,
much recently.
hey, Niner gang's in here. He says, enjoy the show. The game was a good game, absolutely. We picked the 49ers to win it, so.
We got what we look for.
And San Francisco's what, 6-4 now, so they're at the top of their division.
All good news for them.
But yeah,
For sure.
Niner gang says yes, sir. Yeah, so I got 11 right in Pick'em, and so did Rob. We were tied for the week as the leaders,
Yeah.
even though we did pick some different uh, games. That was the difference.
Yeah. Sometimes it just goes that way.
I know, right? It's kind of funny, but um, so he just doesn't want to get last because he doesn't want to get a buzz cut. That's a hardcore fucking punishment, dude.
Yeah, I wouldn't want a buzz cut either.
We would do
I
sticker
don't blame you,
bitch
sir.
and beer bitch, and you had to do both at the same time, and you had to wear a shirt that said sticker bitch, beer bitch the whole day.
Is it pink
Nah, it was just black. Mahomes,
or pinkish
Kamara.
purple?
No, we should have done that though. Mahomes, Kamara, Pollard, D Hop. I'm a bench Patterson, Moore, Foreman, Zeke, Palmer, or White. Gonna do that trade for Hawk and Ayuk and trade away Higby, Palmer. Yeah, that's a good trade. Did he offer it or did you offer it? Seth said, "Did you see where they dug up the rest of what was left of Cousin's sacked carcass and decided to leave it with the rest of Kyrie's career shitty and busted?" That's hardcore. You know, Kyrie apologized. Did you not see that? He apologized and like I guess reiterated everything.
Huh.
And apparently he's gonna
Is-
play now.
oh, sorry. One
Well,
sec.
well, actually, I don't know if he apologized, but he said he wasn't anti-Semitic and all that shit.
Sorry.
Um, we negotiated it, but I was interested first. Okay, so you initiated. Of course he did. Couldn't afford the pay cut. True. He's already how much has he lost out on his whole career for doing stupid shit? Um, but definitely do it, Luke. I'm down with that. Um, hey Rob, take over. I'm gonna take a leak real quick. I'll be right back. Oh, he left. Are you back?
I'm here.
All right, take over. I'm gonna take a leak real quick.
So yeah, what's going on, everybody? It's ending of the week, heading into Thanksgiving. Gonna have some good games. What is everybody feeling coming up on Thanksgiving? Who you got? Let me know right now. Give you an idea. You got Buffalo going into Detroit, and you got Dallas facing the Giants, and you got New England going to Mini. Give you a second to think. Me personally, I kind of think the Bills will take that one against the Lions. I think the Cowboys could pull out one. It'll be a good game against the Giants. and I'm gonna go rando and probably take an L here, but I'll say the upset of the day will be New England somehow, some way. You guys can hold me to that. Lions fan from Detroit, you imagine you beat the Bills? I mean, it'd be awesome for sure. I mean, they're the Mount Everest. The Vikings got the game of the year against them.
Yo, you're lagging hardcore.
So the Lions are scrappy, but kind of hard pressed. You got a lot to see game. Yeah, you are too. Yeah, there you go. Now you caught up. We were just talking what we thought was going to happen come this Thursday. Who everybody was picking.
Mm. Starting Pollard RB2 because, oh, rest of season. Crazy, isn't it? No, that's not crazy. Pollard is. I mean, yeah, Elliott's still there, but Pollard's the man. Pollard's the guy that can get shit done there. So I am. And
On board.
he says he's confident. So yeah, man, that's what you got to do in fantasy. You got to be confident with your decisions. And if you have a feeling on someone, you fucking do it. And you know what? You're not the only one that's starting Pollard. Like Pollard is he's a badass dude. That dude can light it up. W Stream, Lions fan from Detroit. Imagine we beat the Bills. Oh man, I know a Lions fan. I actually tried getting him in the Dynasty League and he didn't want to. He was like, I hate football. I was like, dude, oh my god. Like, come on, grow up. Just play. And he's like, no, I don't want to. I hate football. I was like, oh, come on.
Come on, man. It's not that bad.
Seth says, so our fantasy punishment is tequila shots and a pile of Jack in the Box tacos? Natural constipation cure? Dude.
Wow, that's brutal too.
I mean, yeah, whenever I needed like a colon cleanse, I'd go to Taco Bell and just eat a bunch of tacos. Back in the day when it was garbage. Now it's not that bad. It doesn't do it to me anymore. Do you think Dynasty is better than Redraft? Because all my friends are thinking about it next year. Well, let me tell you something. I run a Dynasty League. Rob is in it. And honestly, if you're a fanatic about fantasy, Dynasty is the way to go. If you're a casual fantasy player, then just stick to Redraft. But if you get excited about the draft, free agency, if you're constantly watching videos or reading articles, looking at
If,
stats, Dynasty's
if
for
you are
you.
a college football fan, for sure,
hmm
the Dynasty is for you.
So like Dynasty is like large rosters. You keep your players, you can trade draft picks. Most Dynasty leagues, they have the draft as close to the real NFL draft as possible. So like when did we have ours? I think we had ours in like June, right?
Yeah,
It
it
was
was
like
nice and
yeah, it was early June. So most redraft is in August. And but yeah, dude, Dynasty takes it to a whole nother level. Like you have guys on your roster that you're starting that are borderline starting, and then you have guys that are just waiting to develop. So it's like it's and of course everything carries over,
no.
and you have draft picks to trade. So like you can get creative with your trades, and from year to year, your players are different, right? Like in redrafts, one year you might like a guy, and the next year you're like, oh, I don't want to get him. In Dynasty, you're stuck, and if you want to get rid of him, you have to trade him. So you have to work out a trade. Luke says, I was a casual fan until I became 0-6 due to Kamara being hurt. But then I'm all into fantasy now. Won 4 out of 5 last weeks with D-Hop back. Dude, that's what D-Hop can do. That's why you
Yep.
don't trade him. Seth says, greasy relief. He's talking about Taco Bell. So rough. The next morning, we also have a toilet seat necklace they have to wear the next day. Oh.
Oh,
Monday at the office for new clients. Love my office. That's hilarious. That's fucking awesome.
at least you guys are having fun with it.
Hey, I mean, as long as everybody agrees to it.
Yeah, you gotta do it.
Exactly. But yeah, Rob would never agree to cutting his hair.
No, well, I will cut my hair eventually, but I
He
wouldn't do
cuts
a.
it when
I,
Rogers cuts it.
no, that's not true.
And he
Rogers
and
cut it,
he
not
and he
mine.
keeps it the same length as Rogers.
Mine's longer than Rogers.
So if Rogers buzzed his, he'd show up one day with a buzzed haircut.
No, I know. I would never buzz my hair. I gotta still have my something hanging down over my forehead at least.
Luke went from 12th place to now either 8th or ninth. That's good, man. At least holy shit, maybe 7th. Well, I mean, hey, dude, as long as you don't get last, right? That's all that matters. But yeah, that's brutal, dude. One year in Papa's league, I made a bet with him, or I wanted to make a bet with him, and I was like, what did I was like, the loser has to do the same thing, like buzz his hair and grow a mustache, like just a mustache. And he was like, I can't even grow a mustache. And I was like, okay, never mind. Because he didn't want to bet for money or anything like that. And I was like, dude, his league was very boring. He had like kids,
Yeah, you can't quite.
adults, and like bosses and shit. I was like, what? The best is my boss is straight up a raunchy Betty White clone. That's awesome. We sell all the plumbing supplies in Dallas. Oh, we got a guy 3-8 and three other guys 4-7. I'm 4-7, but I beat the 4 seed this week. Damn!
Hell yeah, good for
Congratulations.
you. Congratulations.
Yeah, Rob beat me this week, so we're both gonna be tied at 8-3.
Yep,
But I have like 250 more points than him, so I have the tiebreaker. At least I have that.
you got that because you got crazy
Crazy
points out of
points.
random, like
Yeah.
like hockey poo hitting me for 30 that one week. I was so glad when that didn't happen. I was like, okay, maybe I have a chance.
Yeah, he only had 8.
Yeah, yeah, it was a bad game for anybody who was a Viking this past weekend.
Yeah,
I think Cousins finished with negative points.
dude, he got sacked like 7 times, I think. That's why Seth was making fun of his carcass. Because like, he got sacked so many times, like, poor bastard. But dude,
Oh,
like if he's not playing at 12, like he doesn't do as well, especially at night.
oh yeah, he is not a prime time guy.
And even that 3
Yeah,
p.m. game can kind of be a primetime game in its own right. You know what I mean?
it
Like
kind
a
of
lot of people in the country get it because there's only like
well,
3 games in the afternoon.
yeah, it's normally like you know, whatever's like most regional to you is what you'll get,
Right.
or
Exactly.
like everybody will just watch the Cowboys because that's how Jerry Jones has it paid for.
True. Jerry Bear, that's the way Jerry Bear works, man. Um,
He wants you to have all the Cowboys you can handle,
right. Whether you want it or not, it's like shoved down your throat.
pretty much.
Luke says, you guys deserve a subscribe. Just subscribed. Love the energy, and you guys were very helpful tonight. Hey, man, that's what we do.
Appreciate you, dude. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for that. And we stream all the night games for football. So we'll be back. I'm gonna do a little bit of the day games on Thursday, on Thanksgiving, and
We're, I'll be touch and go, but we're going to try to nail down that late game because it's going to be exciting.
yeah, but we do all the primetime night games, and you'll be seeing me back here. You're here back. Trust. All right, cool, man. Yeah, anytime you got fantasy questions, if you want more information about Dynasty, also, you can always come here and ask. Cause
Or if you just want to hang out and talk shit, we're all good with that too.
exactly, we have our teams that we root for, but we also are huge fans of the NFL. So, like tonight, we were rooting for
Yeah,
San
period.
Francisco, so we were like excited for all the points, and of course, fantasy. We root for the people we have on our teams and talk shit throughout. But yeah, we'll be back on Thursday. What teams you guys fans of? Well, I live in Houston, so I root for the Texans, which sucks because they're rebuilding right now. Kind of sucks, but whenever they're in that situation, I kind of just become a fan of like the whole league. You know what I mean? I just appreciate football for what it is.
Go Pack, go.
Yeah, he's a Packers fan. I don't know if you could see all his banners back there, but they're all Packers themed. But who do you root for,
Wait,
Luke? Oh yeah, Lions. He said Lions earlier.
you
Lions.
guys have been you guys have been cursed since 1953. I think was the last year y'all
That's
won
what he,
it all.
that's what he just said. Lions live in Michigan. We've always been rebuilding. He literally just said that. Oh man, dude, I have a
Yeah,
Lions friend. I used to play video games with him for years, and every time I brought up football, he just didn't want to hear it. He was like, he hated it. And every time I talked about fantasy, he hated. I'm like, dude, like, don't you like it? Like, don't you watch the games? Like, why are you like this? Like, just fucking enjoy it. Like, who cares? Like, the Texans are
it,
terrible right now. That doesn't mean I'm gonna be a bitch about it.
uh,
But I guess not everybody can be like that. Some people get really upset and it bothers them. But there's always gonna be another year. There's always gonna be
yeah.
other chances.
I like the young talent. We just need a younger QB. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
dude.
probably could use to move on from golf.
And
He,
Jamison Williams is probably gonna be activated, maybe on Thanksgiving. So I actually traded for Amon-Ra St. Brown because I knew Jameson. Well, I had Jameson Williams, so I traded Jameson for him with some other shit. But I was like, Jameson Williams is going to be this deep threat that's going to open shit up even more. And I just don't think, he's probably going to be on the snap count. So I don't know. I was like, you know what? I think I'd rather have Amon Ra. And Junzi was willing to trade with me. He says, look who we got: Amon Ra, Swift, Hutchinson, Williams coming. Yeah, Williams going to be a dog. Exactly. Like, dude. And that's the thing is I traded Williams for Amon Ra with some other pieces, but like he was like, well, I'm looking for the future. So I actually had to trade Javante Williams for him. And I was like, fuck. I was like, well, you know what? I'm pretty deep at running back. Like, I can afford to do it. So he was willing to take him because he's
he's
injured.
a beast.
He's injured this year, but yeah, next year he'll be the starter again. And Javante Williams is a top 5 running back in Dynasty. He absolutely is. Maybe not right now because he's hurt, but at the start of the season, he was a top 5 running back in Dynasty. So, um, but I mean, yeah, dude. I needed Amon Ra with all the fucking injuries I have. Like, dude, my injuries were ridiculous, and that's why I've been losing these last few weeks. Like, it's like I just have too many fucking injuries, and now I lost even more. I lost Tony. I lost
Yeah,
maybe Fields. Like, fucking every week is just brutal. Like, the fantasy gods are literally like taking a shit on me right now.
Yeah, they rain on you. That's for sure.
But you know what? I
But
won last year, so it's kind of like, well, they have to give it to me, right? It's like, well, we let you win, so we have to give you shit.
yeah, we got to see if you can ride this storm.
Exactly. And that's why I don't get negative about it. I'm just like, you know what? It's just fantasy. That's what happens. Sometimes you lose. There's just nothing you can do to win. Like absolutely nothing. You're just destined to lose. But Luke says
Yep.
picked up Rashad White. I feel like he'd be good for your guys' dynasty because Fournette getting older. Guess what? I have Rashad White on my dynasty team. So I already beat you to it.
There you go.
I picked him up a long time ago. Someone actually had him early in the season, and then they cut him because he wasn't doing anything. And then I added him like 2 or 3 weeks before he started going off. So he's definitely a stash for me. But yeah, Luke, we appreciate the
Yeah,
sub and we appreciate all the questions and everything. But we're gonna get going because it's getting kind of late over here.
yeah,
And
man. We had a good time hanging out with you, bullshitting. Definitely come on back.
yeah, and if you don't come back on Thanksgiving, we'll be back on for the Sunday night game and the Monday night game. So if we don't see you, if you celebrate it, have a good Thanksgiving and eat all the food and all the
and,
drinks
and
and take a good
enjoy
nap.
life.
Yeah, yeah. Enjoy it with the family and friends and all that. So
Eat, eat, drink, and be merry.
Luke says, "Have a good night, guys. Thank you. Have a good Thanksgiving. Awesome, bro. We'll see you." And
Yes, sir.
yeah, we had a lot of chatters in tonight, so we thank everyone and we appreciate the chatters, man. That's what makes our day. Like
Oh yeah.
having people ask us questions, even if it's just they pop in and out. I don't care. That's cool with me.
Let us know you're there. We love it.
Exactly. So any final words, Rob?
Hey man, I mean we're almost there, dude. We're up to 97 subscribers.
Oh,
Um, we're right there by 100. We haven't figured out yet how we're gonna we're gonna have a little celebration somehow, some way, and kind of try to share that with you guys and as we go forward. But keep doing what y'all do. We appreciate you guys. You're hitting the likes, hitting subscribes, and for anybody who hasn't, hit that bell so that way you know when we go on. But I mean, it's pretty easy otherwise. Every primetime game, we're on calling the game, talking fantasy, having a good time, having drinks, and talking to you guys. And we appreciate you, and we hope that you have a good time, be safe, and have a good holiday with your family if we don't see it. But look forward to seeing you this coming holiday throughout the games.
hell yeah. Happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy the games. Good night, everybody.
Cheers, everybody. Ooh.